Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Andy Ortiz, when I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Six. Errors. Six, Bart. 6 errors. 6.
That will be the most since 2014, Chris Carlin.
6!
Listen, if you're going to be bad, be historically bad.
Well, they're working on that.
Let me get
They're
my
working on that, big cat.
Hey, listen, finally, sometimes you have to cause movement, you got to be historically bad. And you saw the move with Doug Peterson, David, if I'm Doug Peterson, I'm like, thank you.
David.
I'm sorry, David. Yeah. I'm like, thank you. I'm like,
now I'm on a contender.
Yeah, thank you. Like, and the funny part is he don't even have to go nowhere. He just got to go to the post. He's like, hey man, let me go grab some things from the house. I'm gonna put some stuff on the plane. I'll see y'all in a second. In Chicago this time of year, good for you.
It's gorgeous. It's
good
gorgeous.
for you.
You walk along that river, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Go out to the lake, hop on a boat. Your off day. Come on. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can go, you can comment, you can be a part of the show, get your comments in. 800-919-3776. Here's your question, Mets, fans, people. Is there anything here that's fixable in the short term? Is anything going to make you happy today? If somebody gets fired, is anything actually going to happen, or will it make a difference to you if it does happen? 800-919-3776. Bart, 6 errors. How?
And one from one of the best shortstops in all of baseball. He was clearly rusty, and we were waiting for him to come back.
It's the first ball that's hit at
him. He wasn't warmed up yet.
I thought that's what, warming up was for.
He wasn't warmed up. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for the warm-up.
And let's be truthful. Like, if it's not for some of the specific rules involved, could have been 9. Could have been 9 errors.
You can't make this up, man. And you talk about what an embarrassment, right? We're trying to expand the game here too, right? We're trying to get baseball. We're trying to get soccer fans to be baseball fans. And like we got
they are running around in the outfield looking like lupus.
They're like,
from
man,
Bad News Bears.
They're like, these are professionals. like this is professional baseball. You get paid hundreds of millions of dollars for this.
I genuinely felt awful for Brett Beatty because they have asked him to play everywhere.
Yeah,
and there are just times where it just looks unfair with what they're asking him to do.
I mean, guys gave up a 10-burger twice. Back-to-back 10 burgers?
I mean,
so I thought like is this the final score like the Ravens, the 2000 Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns?
Bart, they have given up 50 runs in their last 5 losses. 5-0. 50. 10 twice yesterday. Twice.
I mean,
and I'm only focusing on the night game. I didn't even get to the day game. Don't even need to, because what? I have to tell you, there have been plenty of times, from when I did pre and post game for 5 years, to being around SNY, to just seeing so many of the hilarious things that tend to happen to this team that just tend to bring them. And for a while, it was a safe bet that you could blame how it was handled for the Wilpons.
Yeah.
Like something like last night, that felt like 2012.
Bro.
That felt like, one of those years where anything could happen. Like the only thing that was missing was K-Rod going in the post game and punching out his father-in-law.
Yeah.
Like that's
a bunt over the head?
Yeah.
Like what the hell? I'm like, what am I watching?
I mean,
a bunt with hang time.
Think about your Pete Crow Armstrong for a second. You hit a ball in the outfield. You're flying around the bases. Keith is up in the booth saying, this is the worst trade the Mets have ever made in their lives. And you're bunting and standing on first base laughing after you bunt the ball over the third baseman's head, over Bichette's head.
I mean, me and you've been doing this for what? Like we started like in 2017, 18?
2018 roughly. Yeah.
And I don't know,
which Met I know what you're going to say. Be careful. Be careful. Because every time you think that we have been at the worst.
Right.
They beat it.
Nobody in the ballpark. 1-5. Hitless through 7. Feels like rock bottom.
That was the first week of the season.
But we rally from that one.
Yes.
We want Pete. We want what the hell is
that? I mean, let's get to a couple of things.
Want to go to the ex-boyfriend.
It got so bad that they were chanting Pete Alonso. Hit him. If that is not an indictment of people running the team right now, and I'm not talking about the owner, I'm talking about the guy he's entrusted to run the team. You look at Pete. Pete had a bad start to the year. I look up, he's got 18 homers and 55 RBIs. He's had a good year. You know what else he's doing, Bart? Playing every game.
Yeah.
Playing every damn game.
That's all
worth it.
That's all Met fans. Because the Norwegian fans, the little fans there, the Norwegian
they were having a blast.
Yeah, but they're like Pete. Can Pete save him? Tell him to put Pete in. They're like, no, Norwegian.
No, Pete's gone.
Yeah, Mr. Road Crew. No, Pete's no longer here.
I saw.
Well, why'd you get rid of him? Was he a good player? Yeah, he played pretty good for him.
In the outfield, starting chants with those people during the day. That was the highlight of the day.
It's like, could you imagine the questions that the Norwegian fans had? Well, why did they get rid of him? Well, they didn't think he was good enough. Well, why do they want him back now? Well, he was pretty solid. He hit a lot of home runs, and he was like the captain. He was here and through all the hard times, but he hit a lot of home runs. He only hit home runs, and he was an okay first baseman. Well, your first baseman today sucks. Yeah, we know.
But they're saying it in Norwegian. They're looking at that guy. They don't know baseball that well, and they're looking in Norwegian saying, that guy sucks.
I guess he does.
And they don't even know baseball. They don't even know baseball. It's ironic that they were all rowing because I wanted someone to beat me to death with an oar.
I mean, listen, tell the Met fans get in line. Like, they
Please
should be
do.
here.
At 800-919-3776.
I'm lost for words.
This can be anything you want it to be, Met fans. Like, is this fixable? How do you fix it? Or do you just want to vent? That's what we're here for. Just want to vent?
How far does the well go? I mean, like, now we got Peralta today. Would that be the cherry on top for like he has to come and like be the cooler, right? He has to come and kind of like save the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he could be set up for if he has a bad outing. Man, like, could you imagine if he has a bad outing? Like, if it doesn't get better, like if they have more errors today. I mean, Mendoza, man, he's doing the Lord's work.
Unfortunately, we heard the clip from Gary from back in 24. There was more Gary last night, and there was cranky Gary that came out. And
was he Bob Uecker?
This is a different cranky Gary. This is very matter-of-fact cranky Gary, kind of like that clip we heard a minute ago. Take a listen. First of all, Gary, not happy, Gary Cohen on SNY, not happy with the Mets defense.
I mean, what do you say at this point? I mean, this team is in the depths of despair, can't get starting pitching to hold the other team at bay, struggling with their offense, and now the defense falls apart. 6 infield errors, unprecedented.
I'll give Gary credit because even when he's annoyed and conveying what everybody's feeling, at least he does it in an eloquent manner.
That voice is like butter.
Words like unprecedented.
Unprecedented. Like that's basically like Gary saying, this is a bull. Unprecedented.
Oh, no, that's exactly what that is.
Unprecedented. Like, I've never seen this in all my years of covering. Unprecedented.
But the problem is that with the Mets, every time you use that word, it's kind of like that line from The Princess Bride. I don't think that word means what you think it means because there's precedent being set every year with just stupidity like this that continues to happen. More Gary. What does that kind of a game mean in the grand scheme, Gary?
This is the kind of game that causes reevaluation. Yeah. You can profess all you want about being confident in the team you have, but this has been nothing short of ugly.
You can profess all you want and being confident in the team that you have. The only 2 words missing there were David Stearns.
Yeah. Is Doug Peterson just a bit of a sign of what's to come? Like, if Peralta has a horrible game today, should they try and make a deal for him? I mean, he's only on it 1 year, man. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, honestly, some of these guys who have been bad, like Peralta, I'll give him a chance to go out there and pitch well the next couple of weeks, so maybe I could up the value a little bit. At least on Peterson, I got like a top 10 prospect out of the Cubs organization. It's a first baseman who's down in A ball, but I don't care. At least he's a guy that they actually think is decent. I want to hear some more of the misery, though. Can't we hear some more of the misery? I think we probably have to. Here's Mendoza. Give me his 2. First of all, what do you attribute the losses to?
It's hard to explain. Obviously, some routine plays, it's hard to describe at this point. It's just a tough night overall for all of us.
How about the performance of your team?
Embarrassing overall. The whole day, 2 losses, but just the way we play overall. That last game, unacceptable. Obviously, everybody's pissed. Everybody's frustrated. As simple as that.
All right, so I hate to do this to you, okay? But for a moment, I have to do this to you. You, unfortunately, have been here. You have been here in this kind of a moment when we look back at the butt fumble. What do you do?
See, the thing, the butt fumble, I think that was the only time where we really had a horrible season. Like, the other 3 were okay. We were in it all the way to the last game for the playoffs.
No. I'm not talking about your entire time there.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about being in a moment that feels like it's rock bottom.
I mean, I don't know how they can feel like it's rock bottom when we said it was rock bottom a couple years ago. I mean, that thing from Gary's, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah.
Like, it seems
and that
like
was in the first week of the season.
Yeah, it feels like we've been to this place. It's all too familiar. Like, I wonder, we talk about the collective scar tissue for certain players. Maybe it was good for Pete Alonso and Nemo and those guys to get away because sometimes losing can be a habit too. And I don't know why they can't get it right. Get Mendoza from the Yankees. Seemed like he was ready and prime. And I don't know if he's the problem. Like, you got to go to the guy that's putting the team together. When guys aren't performing and we saying, hey, guys are going to perform to the back of their baseball cards, and they don't, then that means that it's the general manager's job and responsibility, right? Like, when it's deficiencies and things don't work out, we have to go straight there. And now we have to reevaluate. And could you imagine talking about stripping it down all over again? Like, you don't – I mean, thank God for the young kids. Like, they give you hope. And it was good to have them come up and them playing at a high level, and they bring some excitement. I mean, we didn't have Soto last night. Lindor looked awful. And to be understood, he hadn't played since April 22nd. But just thinking that Lindor and Soto are the answer to all your problems is, I think, burying your head in the sand.
Yeah. And listen, you used the word, and this was a word that we used entirely too much when I worked on the broadcasts. Hope. I won't go back to the Shawshank line, but when it comes to Met fans, when it comes to Jet fans, like, these are this is a 4-letter word for a reason. Like, to me, hope is just so far buried in so many ways that when that is all you have to cling to and it's not even visible, like, what are you supposed to do? I guess, and there was a question that we were asking this week in relation to the Jets. I guess I have to tie it into the Mets somewhat too. Like, does what happened with the Knicks over the last couple of years actually give you hope? But I'm so sick of that word, Bart. I'm so sick of the word hope, because that's all you've had to cling to for the longest time. And this is an owner who came in, and I find it very hard to blame Steve Cohen other than continuing to stick with Stearns. Because other than that, the guy has dedicated every possible dollar that he could to what the Mets have been doing so far. And it has been just an absolute, unmitigated debacle of a situation.
I mean, I don't know how you get out of this. I mean, because then you talk about, okay, we're going to get rid of Stearns. Then who?
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's the question, too. Like, who? Like, when it goes historically bad, like, Cohen wasn't prepared for this. He had no other executives. It's nobody in the organization that you feel like you want that's been around is, okay, it's time we'll just elevate him. That's the thing. And then, like, how can you even let Stearns, like, do you give Stearns an opportunity to manage his way out of it as far as making moves and say, oh, look, okay, I made some bad mistakes. I got rid of the mistakes, and look, this is what we got in return. With how bad these mistakes are, you're getting 10 cents on the dollar. You're going to be asking Cohen to pull out his checkbook and spend more money.
Yeah.
To make up for the mistakes that you made last year. And it makes it even worse that the guys that you let go is playing well. It makes it even worse that Pete is playing every day.
Yeah.
I think it's probably some days that Pete probably don't want to play, can't even get through. He's like, nope, I got a point to prove.
I'm sure. And what's just so bothersome about it is that the whole premise was we can't spend that money on that guy. Why? He's producing. He's showing up every day. Why could you not spend that long-term money on that guy? Like, Bart, how many contracts are thrown out there right now?
Yeah.
That are just bad contracts. Like, everybody's contract in baseball at the end is not going to look good. Like, I think that's just the cost of doing business at this point, right? But it shouldn't look that way in the middle of it like it does with Marcus Semien. Like, when you're trying to make a financially responsible move, and it looks worse because I don't like being the guy that goes with the 20/20 hindsight stuff. Because I think in a lot of times that's unfair. But Brandon Nimmo is having a decent season. He's playing every day.
He was a hard worker.
The Mets would have been better off with him. And now you have Marcus Semien, who was brought here to be a great defensive player as a Gold Glover, and he went out there last night and looked like he had never played the position before. That was Little League last night.
And you expect like the team to get an emotional boost by having Lindor come back. And even if Lindor had the rust, you expected maybe them to play at a high level, play with a lot of energy. And after you get blown out the first game, to do that the second game? Like, it seems like when you get blew out the first game, you want to come out focused for the second game. And, play better. Like, you may not win, but you should execute them. Everybody should know the game plan. Everybody should be on their P's and Q's, and pride gets in, right, at that point. Like, nah, man, listen, we got to play better, man. Like, who was the guy that rallied the troops to say, hey, man, let's come together and let's get – or did they just – are they checked out? That's the thing. That's what you have to ask yourself. Are they checked out? Did they just go to the game? Like, it's two attitudes you can take into a game. Man, we got to play again in the afternoon, or, man, we get to play again. We can get that nasty taste of our mouth right now. And I think that is maybe the latter, that they are reacting like, man, we got to play another game, man.
I'm sure right now, I mean, especially when you start to hit, they call them the dog days of summer for a reason.
Yeah.
You start to hit this time of year, you either start to get energized or you are counting down. I know guys in baseball that literally used to count the number of games until the season was over. And these are not, I knew broadcasters who were like that. I knew players who were like that just couldn't wait to get to the offseason. And that's what a lot of this feels like right now. Like, how do you justify going out there right now and watching that?
We ain't even got to the All-Star break yet. I don't know if they've given 2 for 1 out for the Norway fans, but, this stadium is like the most embarrassing thing that can ever happen is having an empty stadium. And that tells the story. And I think that's probably the best way for the fans to get the message across. They're fed up with the product that they're putting out there. Now, they applaud the effort by Cohen, but they're going to say, hey, you need to get a baseball guy in here, somebody that's going to execute their job at a high level. Because right now, Stearns, at best, may deserve the year. But I just don't know how, if somebody's made so many bad decisions, that you don't hold them accountable at some point, being in year 3. We talk about how quick the hook is for managers, right? If he fired Mendoza right now, nobody would flinch, bat an eye. But when it comes to firing executives, if they do bad, like, I feel like they get a longer jetway.
Is there anything today that could happen today that would actually give you any sort of satisfaction?
No.
Nothing. Like,
no. I mean, fire Mendoza. We know it's not.
We do today that would give you.
No.
Oh, okay.
We know it's not his fault, and even if they do decide to say, all right, we're going to move on from Stearns, then you're like, who the hell's making the decisions now? And this guy's going to be around and say this isn't his team. He didn't put this team together, so he shouldn't be held accountable. So he may get a year or 2 before he's held accountable. And we looking up, and that's 4 years of Soto, 5 years of Soto, 4 years, 3 more years of Lindor. Like, when you go out and you get those type of generational type of players, what this, like watching Lindor and watching Lindor and Soto play together is about as satisfying as watching Shohei Ohtani and Trout play. It's like, we shouldn't be this bad.
Has the Soto and Lindor relationship gotten so bad that they refuse to be in the lineup at the same time? Because, I think that you saw it earlier. Dan was talking about this on DiPietro and Rothenberg. Like, you just expect at some point today that Soto's going to be put on the IL.
Yep.
You just expect it.
Yep.
Right? Is there
10
any
days
reason
something.
to think otherwise?
Not at all.
I'm blown away by what's happened here. I can't. Do you know how many times I've said that?
Right.
In my life?
The thing
how
is,
I'm blown away by how bad it's gotten?
The thing is, we forgot about how bad it is. It hasn't gotten better. It's been nothing but valleys. It's been no peaks. The valley was that we turned our eyes somewhere else. Like, and you watch the Yankees winning without Judge, right? You watching people step up and like, where are these players? And am I incorrect in saying that the Mets have a higher payroll than the Yankees?
I believe the Mets have a higher payroll than the Yankees. I'll double check it.
So
accurate.
So how can you be without 2 stars, whatever you feel about Giancarlo, whatever his bat is important, and you can be without Judge.
Yeah, the Mets taxable payroll is $40 million higher than the Yankees for this year.
And
40.
And I'm saying, come on, man. And that's come on. That's got to be gut wrenching, because it's not like you saying, well, the Mets can't spend like the Yankees, blah blah blah, or this or that, or they don't have the salary cap space, or they don't have the ability. They can get it's like, what's the difference between the Mets and the Yankees? They both in the same market. Both, one has about now the Yankees are with me, and the Mets are able to spend like the Yankees, but one is always consistently at least respectable in the running.
Yeah.
And the other is just like, wait. We spent this much money for an IKEA bed?
The Mets have won 34 games, Bart. They have spent, or are at the moment, their payroll has produced, it's $11 million per win that they have spent at 34 wins. $11 million. And they are 12 games under 500 after yesterday. I truly want to know from fans what they want today. Do they want blood today? Or do they just, is there any hope? Is there any reason to think anything can be fixed? 800-919-3776. The lines are open. The chat is open on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. We get to plenty of other stuff today, too. We promise. We'll get to some World Cup stuff. You and I got a World Cup watch party later today.
Yes.
Bart, I don't know about you, but when I think about Germany and Ecuador, I think about you and me. We are going to be in Hoboken today for a watch party presented by Radaburger Pilsner. Germany, Ecuador, Hoboken Biergarten, Hoboken, New Jersey, starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Radaburger, join the energy, hang out with us. It's Bart and Carlin. We are live at the Hoboken Biergarten today, brought to you by Radaburger Pilsner. The lines are open now at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN, and on the ESPN New York chat. Watch the show over on the ESPN New York YouTube page. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
This team is in the depths of despair.
Tickets are on sale now at fanaticsfest.com as Fanatics Fest NYC returns to the Javits Center on Thursday, July 16th through the 19th. The world's #1 sports fan festival puts you where sports, collecting, culture, and entertainment collide. See stars like Tom Brady, Aaron Judge, Jalen Brunson, and hundreds more, including live panels and podcasts, exclusive merch, and Fanatics games with $2 million in prizes. Go to fanaticsfest.com to get your tickets today.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
New York basketball is back on top, champions of the world. When you watch a team play that well, you can tell. It starts with how they're built. Depth, leadership, execution, doing the little things right. That's exactly how Tricon Construction builds too. Whether it's medical, industrial, multifamily, or commercial, Tricon brings the right team and the right plan to every project across the Tricon area. So if you're looking for a construction partner for your next project, don't overthink the pick. Choose Tricon Construction. Every phase, every detail done right. Visit TriconBuilds.com.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering buy one, get one 50% off and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2026.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I literally, during the break, Googled the phrase, is Dansby Swanson Norwegian? Because as Joe Leo and I were talking about during the break, after he hit the grand slam late in game one, and he's driven in 7, the Norwegian fans are dancing around and just having an unbelievable time. But here's like, we're all worried about AI, right? Bart, here was the Google AI answer to this question, all right? No, Dansby Swanson is not Norwegian. The recent confusion stems from a hilarious and viral culture crossover at Citi Field.
Oh, wow.
A large group of Norwegian soccer fans who were visiting New York for the World Cup decided to check out a Mets-Cubs doubleheader because they were unfamiliar with the sport, but full of energy. They started booming soccer-style Viking chants for Dansby Swanson, who had a massive game with a grand slam, and it led to a wave of jokes online that the entire country of Norway believes Dansby Swanson is the greatest baseball player to ever live.
I wonder if like jersey sales go up and people want to like they're like we want to get something to commemorate our trip to America, and they gonna go out and like somebody like what random outside of soccer athlete is like stock's gonna go up.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
man, you're really
Anthony
trending.
Swanson is the leader in the clubhouse for that.
You're really trending in Norway, man. We shipping a lot of stuff out. You get that royalty check, like damn, where this come from? Hey man, they think you the Shohei Ohtani of America.
800-919-3776. So let's hit it. The question. There are several questions. It's just, what are you feeling? What do you want? Do you want blood today? Is it going to make you feel any better? Can this even be fixed? Whatever it is, it's all there, because I am of the opinion that today is a day where you do need some blood. Today is a day after a game like that where, all right, if it's the manager, it's the manager. If it's the GM, it's the GM. Somebody's head's got to roll today, because there has to be an underlying message of what happened last night is not acceptable in any way.
So, cut one, leave one.
Yeah.
I can't
Hug
even
one.
think. Yeah. Hug one. Like, I understand.
Yeah.
You're in that.
I mean, listen, I would understand firing the manager today.
He's the least of the
problems. That's an embarrassing performance.
Yeah, but I think he's the least of the problems.
I don't think that he's the biggest problem.
He didn't tell Lindor how not to play, how to field the ball. Like that's Francisco Lindor. He didn't do that. Like, come on, man. This dude has a trick. Like, you think all of a sudden he just like he didn't coach him right, so like Lindor didn't make the catch.
Simeon was 10 times worse. 10 times worse.
Right.
Let's do it. 800-919-3776. We'll start with our guy David and Elizabeth. What's up, D?
What up, fellas? Hey, fellas, before we start, I got both ladies with me, and they want to say what's up to y'all quickly.
Yeah.
Hi, Buck. Hi, Chef.
What up?
Hi, Chef.
What's up?
Yeah, my oldest is mad shy. It's her first time saying what's up to y'all, because she always sees me talk to y'all. So, fellas, just the fellas I wanted to see. Let's get straight into it. Y'all gonna love this one. So check this out, right, fellas? First and foremost, crazy, man. Heads must roll, Chef. Heads must roll, and please, you can't even tell me everybody calm down. He needs to be fired today. I got a perfect analogy for you guys.
Let me ask you that. What head do you want rolling today? Stearns?
Oh, Uncle Stevie owns the team. Yes, Stearns must go today. Today. You got rid of a forever Met. You put together a trash roster, and I have a beautiful analogy for you guys. It's like building that casino in the parking lot with Harbor Freight tools, knowing that we're supposed to use Husky and Snap-on. I'm sorry, brother. I might mail it in going to the casino because you're using cheap stuff. I do not get it. Why is this team so horrendous? As soon as people want to start talking Yankees baseball, I dodge it and be like, yo, how about my Jets, man? Ed and I Mitchell having a hell of a camp. I got to switch subjects because I can't talk baseball. Senga, I'm sorry. You need to work at Benihana's, brother. You're done playing baseball. Jesus Christ, this guy is terrible.
DFA?
And last but not least, man, he got to go. He got to go today. Another person that got to go today, Simeon. Oh, my God, this guy is terrible. Yo, bro, not for nothing, we should come up with a petition that we get street players to play for Simeon. Garbage. Bro, I never seen a booty butt cheeks roster like this ever. I'm sorry, Soto. I'm sorry, Lindor. I'm sorry, Brett Beatty. Yo, even Swaggy P, he played pretty decent this year. But, bro, oh, man, terrible. Yo, I haven't been to a game since the ring ceremony, and they gave out the 86 rings. I haven't been to a game since. And, bro, baseball's cheap. I could go to baseball games every week, every day if I wanted to. It's bad, Chef. It's bad.
What's the cheapest ticket? What's the cheapest ticket right now to go out there now? Are the tickets dropping?
Give me a second.
They're single digits, Bart. I seen for $9 the other day. I'm like, I'm like, yo, gas prices is more than this right now. Like,
all right, you want to know tonight?
It's bad. Like,
tonight,
it's bad.
Cheapest ticket?
$4.
Buy one, get two free.
Yeah, I see. Cheapest I see is 11. Joe Leo, you see 8?
Yo,
I'm seeing $8.
Chef, rock, paper. Cheapest ticket, rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my God.
If you beat the concession guy, you get in and a free hot dog. Sure.
Wow.
Bro, it's bad, man. I'm going to link with you guys later, man. We could chop it up, laugh about a few things. Hey, yo, Chef, I'm always fat at heart. I'm not 300 pounds anymore. But if you go to Kohl's, you can get some nice Nike gear, and we can get real fresh and real drippy for the beach bash next week. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm going to see you gentlemen later.
You know what? Maybe Chef should go get him. Did Oliver Miller ever play for the Knicks?
No.
Who's the biggest guy to ever play for the Knicks?
We going to say Eddie Curry?
Yeah,
they
never
Michael
had a big
Sweetney?
guy. See if we can get you like that Knicks jersey.
See, here's the thing.
And then you can
I draw the line here, okay? When you are a gentleman of a certain size, the basketball jersey cannot be worn.
Oh.
Cannot be worn.
Did you see the dude that was knocking out Knicks fans with the Dennis Rodman shirt on? He was a big guy. Y'all about the same weight. He looked awesome in it.
Fattest Knick player. Gerson Yabusele, before they traded him, was
Yabusele, and that jersey, buy one get one, get one half off.
Buy one get two more.
Yo, Yabusele was on the team this year, right? At the beginning. Did he play enough games? Did he play enough games to get a ring?
I don't know. I'm sure they'll figure
because Sohan could get one from either team.
Listen,
I wonder if Yabusele is crowned a champion.
You're going to see that one on Pawn Stars in about 10 years. I've got this genuine New York Knicks championship ring from a player named Yabusele.
He get a ring. Wow, he gets a ring.
Listen, man, I think
hey, after a while, people, what if he show up at Fanatics to start signing at a high rate? Yabusele.
Everybody
200, 300.
Watch Yabusele, like he'd slide in, and when they're doing an autograph for the entire starting lineup or the entire team picture, he'll try to slide in and start signing them.
The team picture, he got his own original team pictures without Alvarado on it and stuff like that.
He got the real ones over here.
We got the
real ones. No,
I got these day ones. Baby. I got the foundation, the bricklayers. These the bricklayers.
The ESPN New York Beach Bash is back. It is 1 week from today. It's Thursday, July 2nd. Bar A, Lake Como, New Jersey. Head down to the Jersey Shore. Join the Michael K. Show. Don Hahn and Rosenberg live starting at 1 p.m. And then an appearance by Rick and Dave, Bart, and myself, and more. We have got plenty of giveaways for fans in attendance, a soccer watch party, and a chance for you to take shots on goal on Rick DiPietro in a soccer net. Plus, we have got music from Surfing for Daisy, who will be playing an hour before and after the shows. It's all brought to you by Spike Dade, Boost Mobile, Miller Lite, Fanatics Fest NYC, and New Jersey Lottery. You must be at least 21 years of age to enter. 800-919-3776. The answers on the Mets. The question is honestly just what on ESPN New York?
This is the Michael K. Show.
All the genius that we thought that David Stearns was, right? Maybe, just maybe, it wasn't him with Milwaukee because they haven't skipped a beat without him. At some point, when does he get blamed? Because now I think there's going to be a lot of spotlight on the Mets and how bad they are because there's no Knicks to distract you. The Mets are a terribly put together team.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured, so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Speaking of, Buster, I mean, Volpe hasn't kind of blossomed into what they expected. Thank God for Paul Goldschmidt, but now, I mean, at third base.
And he actually cannot end it with just a defined question.
Here's the thing for me. It drove me crazy last year with the Yankees. I'm a Mets fan, but do you think they do both, or do they prioritize the pitching over maybe some help at third base?
Maybe we taste real true torture.
That'll teach them.
Yeah.
If you do that and it truly takes the next step in terms of being a mental block, you end up with something like this.
What happened? I don't know what happened, but why Bregman not back?
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with 0 sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Soccer fans, join me, Ray Santiago of DiPietro and Rothenberg, and RJ Santillo for a watch party presented by Radeberger Pilsner on Monday, June 29th. Watch the 4:30 match at Ainsley Bowery on the Lower East Side and enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Radeberger, and join the energy with ESPN New York. That's me, Ray Santiago, and RJ Santillo, live at Ainsley Bowery on Monday, June 29th. Brought to you by Radeberger Pilsner.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel. Make your comments, 800-919-3776. We'll get them in. First of all, though, New York, you need to hear this. This summer, all lines lead to Champ Sports Fan Central Station. It is a soccer pop-up shop open right in the heart of New York City, 125 West 33rd Street. It is the soccer destination in New York. Jerseys for every national team you ride with, USA, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and way more, all under one roof. And if you want to gear up, rep your country, and feel the energy of the city, Champ Sports Fan Central Station, 125 West 33rd Street. That is where you need to be. And it's for all you Knicks fans. They have all the championship gear that you need to celebrate your team's first title in 53 years. So make sure that you line up and go get it. Bart and I today are in Hoboken for Germany and Ecuador. Have you been pumped up? Have you been into the World Cup?
I have, man. Listen, I'm excited that, America doesn't suck. They're not embarrassing us, because our men's team has embarrassed us in the last couple of World Cups and the championships, right? It's been the women that's been holding down soccer for America, and it's looking like, the men's group is, they had an easy path, but so is Mexico City, and so is Canada, right? And I think they've all punched their tickets, and that's what happens when you get home field advantage. But, what I really enjoy is just because I didn't know how, fans would perceive us. And sometimes they don't perceive us well because all they see about Americans is what they see on television. what I love is that I'm running into fans. I did a watch party. Tuesday, and I had some Ecuadorian fans come in. I think it was Ghana and England, I believe, the other day. I was at American Dream, and it's just great and refreshing to see because tourism is down. Right, a lot of people was nervous because of the whole ICE thing and everything that was going on. You know what I'm saying? With people in the Liberty City and the watch areas being closed down. Just to see them come in and have a smile and have a positive outlook. I mean, they're coming there and seeing me, and I'm a football player, and the Jets are kind of having like a pop-up, introducing them to American football. Yeah. And they're enjoying it. Not only that, to watch like the Brazilians take over American Dream, watch Norway go to Times Square and do their role thing. I feel like, exposure, because I feel like a lot of people, this forced a lot of people, because tourism was down, to come over because they love soccer that much and they want to support their teams. Watching people go to Costco's and watching the Japanese guy down there eating the big beef rib, like, oh my God, it's so big. You know what I'm saying? He's biting, it's so soft. Even with Norway, like, man, we're not eating none of that food. Somebody, they're going to break. They're going to break. No, Sweden, that sent over 2,000 pounds of food because they ain't trust American food. Yeah, wait till you get one of them Joe's pizzas. Wait till you mess around and get one of those Italian beefs in Chicago. Wait till you go down to Houston and get some, and it's just been amazing to watch, right? Because I feel like, it's been a certain tone. I feel like in the, with all the controversy going on in the world, and I feel like sports has always been the vehicle that we used to kind of come together. There's certain things that we can always agree with. And I feel like, this is forcing fans. Like, I was in New York last night, and, Times Square watching, like, fans from Portugal, watching fans from Brazil. They're, like, taking over the streets, man. Listen, they must not realize that in the States, they'll hit your ass because they crossing the streets and not paying attention. I'm like, hey, listen, it's all funny games until one of these New Yorkers get fed up with y'all, like, not letting them through, and they clip somebody, you know what I'm saying? So be careful with that. But, I mean, I've really been thoroughly enjoying, the World Cup, right? And I've been enjoying just, like Madami said, I always say his name wrong. New York has usually been brought together by tragedy. Yeah. Now it's been brought together by pure joy. It's been brought together as pure joy because I just love people watching. And people are excited. And I think Hoboken is going to be – Hoboken throughout the World Cup has always been the location where, like, you can see, like, soccer fans lined up from one bar to the next bar to the next bar to the next bar. So I'm anticipating a lot of crowd participation, a lot of people stand here, stand on the Jersey side because they can't afford to stay in New York. So everybody stand on different sides. I expect a big turnout, and I expect the energy to be crazy because one thing you can say about soccer fans, and what I love about the new league that they have here with the American League, is that now I think more casual fans are becoming more and more aware. Well,
you and I will be there today at the Hoboken Biergarten for Germany and Ecuador at 4 o'clock. And I had a friend yesterday who is of Ecuadorian descent, and he's like, you watch. The Ecuadorian population in New Jersey is kind of a quiet one, but they're about to not be.
Yeah.
You're about to see it.
I ran into a bunch of them at the watch party that I did earlier this week, and they weren't even playing.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? I think them in Peru created ceviche, right? People don't realize the cuisine out there is ridiculous. A lot of cuisine in Peru and Ecuador, big population of, like, it's a lot of secret foods that are created that originated there. A lot of Michelin restaurants out there, too.
Stop me if I told you this story already, but we had a guy when SNY was up on 51st Street that was from Ecuador who worked there. And he was one of the great blank busters in terms of you and your sports team with everybody there. So, like, Brian Custer, huge Cowboy fan.
Yes.
Every time the Cowboys lost, he would walk up and stand next to him and say, what happened? And he would just, he would deliver with such precision, such jabs in the side, and then just kind of walk away with a bellowing laugh, really sticking it to him. And when Ecuador lost in the World Cup in 2014, people were lining up to take him out. Anyway,
you can't make it up, man.
Sports is universal.
Yes, absolutely.
Is universal. All right, more calls. Unfortunately, universal also is the Mets being awful. Jason in Queens next on ESPN New York. Jason, what's going on, dude? How are you?
Guys, I'm doing great. I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you for having me on, because this is the medicine that every Mets fan needs to get on and give a good rant. Before I do, though, I do want to say I'm not for firing Stearns. Get Mendoza's head on a stake, get him out of here, and I'll tell you why. And it's not Mendoza who dropped the ball in the field and made the errors, but he's got no accountability to his players. And in the locker room, if the manager doesn't hold the players accountable, then the players are going to hold each other accountable, and that's when you have a disorganized locker room that nobody gives a crap.
So let me ask you something. Nobody has when you say that, all right, last night, do you want him to take Semien out of the game when he's that bad, just to make a point?
Semien should be in the back of our. Semien should be in the bottom of our lineup every game to prove a point. To say, okay, you're not as valuable as we thought you were in the field. You're not as valuable in the batting lineup. You should be in the back of our lineup, and you should pay that price, because that's what the batting order is. That right, that you reward somebody by putting him up.
It's not really that as much anymore. But I get your point. It's not that as much as it used to be. But.
So, like Semien, what value does Semien have in our lineup at this point?
He doesn't have any right now.
He's batting 200. Yeah.
No, his
so
OPS
why is he even
is
playing? I know he has
613. Yeah.
Yeah. His OPS is terrible. Thanks for the call. And he was supposed to be a huge part of run prevention. And that has not happened. They were supposed to be a lot better defensively. But, Bart, you can't take a guy like that and sell us on the idea, well, we got 2 less years to deal with of his misery.
Right.
Bring him in. He hasn't hit in 2 seasons. And then when he's not playing well defensively, you're trying to tell me about how he's going to make a difference in that regard, but then I'm taking other guys and throwing them in all different positions all over the place. And Luis Robert has barely played this year, and we knew that he was injury-prone in his career.
Yeah, I mean, but we want to throw it on Mendoza. Like, we don't know what lineup he's been given to have to put out there.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we knew Semien hadn't hit in a couple of years, but we said he would come out of it, and he has great defense. So if you're not doing what we thought you did better than most, and what the reason why we brought you in here, then we have to make some decisions. And I hate when people make decisions like at the end, or they do them when to try and prove a point when it's over with, because now the hay's in the barn. And these are things that should have been addressed and things that should have been done. But when your 2 stars are in and out of the lineup, you always have a built-in excuse for yourself. So you're lying to yourself, because you're saying the butterfly effect is that Lindor and Soto creates protection so that Semien gets better pitches, right? And that, them playing and maybe playing with a lead gives your bullpen and gives your people, less stressful pitches to have to throw. So you can always circle everything back to Lindor and Soto, because they're the ones who are supposed to set the table for everything.
I just realized I've never had ceviche.
I don't eat raw fish either.
Oh, is it raw fish?
Yeah, I think.
Well, then I can't. I'm allergic. I didn't know ceviche. I thought it was some kind of coffee.
Like, oh man, give me some brown sugar in my ceviche.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Give me some half and half.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. Meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
The 2026 U.S. Open Tennis Championships are back, where the world's greatest city meets the world's greatest tennis players. Fan Week begins August 23rd. Experience the Mixed Doubles Championship on the 25th and 26th. And the U.S. Open Singles Championship starts Sunday, August 30th. All tickets on sale now at usopen.org. The U.S. Open. Spectacular awaits.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Congratulations to the New York Knicks. They are the 2026 NBA champions. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
We roll with the calls again in moments. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the debacle that the Mets have been, on the World Cup as well. 800-919-3776, ESPN New York YouTube chat. Let's do some NBA though for a second, because I got a few different things we got to get into. First of all, I'll mention the trade that we got this morning, and that's LaMelo getting traded to Minnesota to play with Ant-Man in exchange for Naz Reid, and there's a bunch of picks in there. There's an unprotected first-round pick next year. There's a lot of different things in there. But basically, put it this way. LaMelo is going to be playing with Anthony Edwards next year. I want to get to that in a minute. First things first, though, okay? Let's start with the Knicks. Let's start with Mitchell Robinson. I found this morning particularly encouraging when I was listening to Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio with Evan Cohen, Canty, and Michelle Smallman. This is windy this morning on Unsportsmanlike on the possibility of Mitchell Robinson coming back to the Knicks.
They're trying to find ways to stay under the second apron. That is Jim Dolan's mandate. And it's not so much that he's afraid to spend. I think that what they're afraid to do is get locked into their roster. And you'd say, well, why wouldn't you lock into your roster? All of your starters are signed, and you won the championship. And I suspect that they may think about that. But there's a number on Mitch Robinson that they're not going to match. There is a real possibility that they won't keep Mitch Robinson. He's a bit of a polarizing player because he's had some health issues and he hasn't been able to play starters minutes. So you give him starter money. So I would say Mitch Robinson is 50-50. I don't know, maybe 51-49 to come back. But that's open that he might not be there. But the Knicks are working on it. They made several different moves to free up about $4 million in airspace under the apron, and there's a possibility they may trade off another player to save some money. They're trying to figure out Mitch Robinson. but I would say it's not a guarantee that it will work.
So everything they did with the draft the last couple of days was trying to help that as well, although they did end up picking 2 guys in the second round. Chances right now in your mind that Mitch is back, because I was actually a little encouraged by what Wendy said right there. I thought it was going to be a lot less than 50%.
Well, you're speaking of the fact that they traded their first-round draft pick and only got back second so that they can kind of save some wiggle room.
And then they traded a couple more seconds. They only ended up picking 2 players.
Yeah, because they have roughly around $18 million in space, and that's a hard number.
Before the second apron, yeah.
Right. So Alvarado, you're probably going to have to say goodbye to somebody because Shaman's not coming in on what was he on before? A 2-year deal? A 10-day deal?
Yeah, he was on like a minimum, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I think he proved that he's more than a minimum player. I mean, it's a lot of guys, a lot of teams that were like that needs outside shooting and defense. I mean, I can think of like the Pistons need that. Everybody needs a shooter. Like, I think Strus could be a guy that could be a guy. Not Strus. Who's the other guy? The Brunson stopper. What was the Brunson stopper from Cleveland? Wagner or some stuff like that. I think he's available as guys that are out there.
Oh, Dean Wade you're talking.
Yeah, Dean Wade. Dean Wade, the Brunson stopper. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Take that away from your title, your subtitles. But, the Knicks are trying to do, but you're going to have to say goodbye to one. And when you think about Mitchell Robinson, you think about somebody that can give you size when Cat gets in foul trouble. They're going to have to find another big man. The big man don't grow on trees. I think they got a big man with one of their draft picks, I believe, right? Or did they get wing players? I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, with the Knicks picks?
Yeah.
In the second round, they took the guard from Germany. A kid that said
trying to see if he's going to stay.
Yeah.
Jack Hale is his name.
Help. But they passed on Visar, which I was a little bit surprised by. Visar didn't go until late second round.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to do. I mean, you can't really go with just Cat as your only 7-footer. I mean, it looks like it's a race for big men out in the West, but not so much in the East. You think about dominant big men. I mean, Anthony Davis probably would be the most intimidating center / power forward.
They took
in the
other
Eastern
kid.
Conference.
The other kid I forgot they took was the shooter from Vanderbilt, Tyler Nickel, who was outstanding 3-point shooter, north of 40 last year, but not a guy that's terribly athletic.
Right.
But again, 2 guys in the second round, who knows, right? Who knows?
I mean, Mitchell Robinson, like you said, he's not giving you starter minutes, so you can't give him starter money. I'm thinking that number has got to be $10 million, maybe. 10 to 12. Like it can't be more than 15. It's not going to be more than
make more than that.
They can't go past 15.
No, but I'm saying, do you think he's going to get offered more than that?
I mean, you think about maybe a team like the Lakers, right?
Kings are supposed to be in there too, believe it or not.
But the Kings are trying to get rid of Sabonis because oddly enough, I think they're in the second bonus. They're talking about they're going to have to waive DeMar DeRozan, or they're going to waive the stretch DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
If they can't get a trade for him because they're a team in the second apron already.
No, I know. I'm just this is again stuff I'm reading.
Yeah, I guess Sabonis makes way more.
Plugged in on what the Kings are doing.
Yeah, Sabonis makes way more than Mitch, so I guess that could be a swap. But who you traded him to? I mean,
I don't know. Like that's
you're sending Sabonis back to the Pacers.
I'll worry about it then. Like
no Miles Turner there anymore. Oh no, they got Zubas.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not even thinking about that with the Pacers. I'm just thinking about what's going on here with Mitch and the opportunity to try to keep him. And that's why the 51-49 from Wendy kind of caught me off guard. Like I didn't expect that to be the case.
This would be Mitch. This would be my pitch to Mitch. You're not going to get starter money from anybody. If it's within $5 million here in New York, wouldn't you rather be stable? Wouldn't you rather be at a place that with guys that that knows how to use you, knows how to try and keep you healthy, knows your medical issues, how you how to practice you, how to do all those type of things? When you want that, and guess what? If you're still playing for the Knicks, you still can benefit from being a Knick, right? Yeah. You won a championship. You're the longest. You're currently the longest
tenured Knick.
Tenured Knick.
There was a nice
we got all
story.
these sponsorship deals for you.
But some fans put this out, like the neighborhood that Mitch lives in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Just about how much time like he would spend in the neighborhood with the kids there and really enjoyed living there.
Yeah.
And, when they won the championship, went out and was taking pictures and letting the kids sit in his truck and all that stuff. Just a genuine appreciation for where he was living there and how happy he was there.
He's assimilated.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't know if his coach still lives with him, but
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, he had that experience as well. And you can get that money back. You can get they can find Mitch a couple $1 million in marketing deals. I know this is on the heels of the Kawhi investigation, and that's why they're saying that Kawhi may or may not be able to be
It's a
traded.
little easier to sell though when you're just off a championship. Of course, everybody's going to benefit. Of course, Mitch is going to get some deals out of that.
Yeah, it's easy to hide that one in. Who knows? Maybe Mitch can be a weekly caller for our show. You know what I'm saying? We can put a little cheese on the taco and do some stuff like that. We can get creative with Mitch.
I think you need to go find a cheese.
But that would be my hard sell to Mitch. These guys love you. You have a dedicated role. Listen, Mitch, you making all this. You're going to make this money. You only playing 15 minutes a night, baby. You're only going to play about 55 games a year. Don't get no better than that, brother.
800-919-3776. Couple of other things from Wendy. First of all, this is from Brian Windhorst on Kawhi Leonard, and I bring this up because my partner's team made a move last night, and that was clearing out Stu Beef.
Detroit.
So Stu Beef is now gone, and it was to clear cap space. Here is Wendy on what exactly could happen with Kawhi Leonard.
Only draft picks in return.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because this is a salary cap move to open up cap space because they're chasing somebody. The Lakers were aware that this type of move was coming. It's one of the reasons why they increased their offer to get Reeves done. And now there's other potential targets out there. So they were attached to Tyler Hero. If Tyler Hero didn't end up going to Milwaukee, he could have ended up in Detroit. They were trying potentially to get Austin Reeves. He stays. Who is next up on the list? A player to watch is Kawhi Leonard with the LA Clippers. The Kawhi Leonard situation is so prickly and so unusual. Here's why. He is coming off of a season where he was spectacular. Okay, he had one of the best years of his career, and he's had some good years in his career, Randy. Sure. He had one of his best years of his career last season. In a normal set of circumstances, a player of this quality coming off this type of season with 1 year on his contract would be extended very quickly. However, I'm not even sure that the league will allow the Clippers to extend this contract because they're investigating whether this contract is in fact illicit. And so the other thing is, I'm not even sure the league will allow them to trade Kawhi Leonard until there is resolution to this investigation, which 4 weeks ago, Adam Silver said was time to end. So the league is waiting there saying what is going to happen with Kawhi Leonard. But if he is cleared and everything is normal, the Clippers have the choice to extend his contract or trade him. And if they trade him, Detroit wants to be in line.
I, first of all, am surprised that in the days between the Knicks winning the title and the parade and the draft, that did not come to a head and we get a resolution to what was going on with the Clippers investigation. But secondly, possibility, if they are allowed to trade Kawhi to the Pistons. Go ahead.
I mean, we bring this up because we're saying who could be a bigger threat, right? And the Pistons before
exactly who is positioning themselves to be the biggest threat to the Knicks?
Because I don't understand Boston's rationale. Like they're still actively trying to trade Jaylen Brown. I don't know. It's nobody out there to get like a Giannis type of trade. Like the team that usually trades the superstar isn't expected to try and win right now, right? Like. Charlotte traded LaMelo Ball, but we wouldn't call him a superstar. But they got what they needed because they have the Connect kid, they got the Bridges guy. They got a young core, and they needed a big man because they got the Williams kid. So that made sense on both sides, where both teams could be competitive. I mean, unless Jaylen Brown is going to Atlanta, who has a lot of young assets, I can't see where it helps. But Kawhi would give the Pistons that secondary scorer that can go get a bucket And Kawhi fits with them mentality-wise because he's always been an outstanding defensive player as well, two-way player. And it gives you ability to take the ball out of his hands. But I don't even think the Pistons are finished because I think Norm Powell is somebody that they're targeting as well. Norm Powell shot like 40% from three, was an all-star last year. He's a byproduct of the Giannis trade, so he can't be brought back. He averaged 21 points. So, I mean, like we were talking about last year, like the Pistons haven't made any of the moves that the Knicks would make. I guess you would say that Norm Powell would be our Bridges and Kawhi Leonard would be our OG Anunoby.
I just wanted to bring up one thing from the draft itself just last night, okay? In the second round of the draft,
I know where you're going.
You do?
Yeah. We've been around each other too long.
I see. I don't know if you do. Okay, but anyway, go ahead.
The greatness of that kid that got drafted, I was like, oh my God, what the, like they couldn't believe he got drafted.
No.
Damn.
Oh, the kid in the stands.
No, the kid was down at the table. He didn't expect to get drafted. He was there, and he was,
oh yeah. That's what I mean.
He was like, what the
That was
F?
awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. You're right. That was a great moment to see that kid picked.
Virginia, right?
I believe so. Yes. Where was that kid? I'm just looking for his name right now.
That's what the moments are all for, like second-round guys that don't expect to get picked.
Oh, Onyeso. Yeah, the kid from Virginia.
That was a
who
beautiful
taken by the
moment.
Rockets. But what I was going to point out was, out of the 30 picks in the second round, one team made their original second-round pick. Every other second-round pick at some point or another had been traded. Think about that for a second.
Like, they throw second-round draft picks like that. I know Jokic and Kawhi and Draymond Green is like, yo, what the hell? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Second-round picks got families too.
In the first round, 20 of the 30 picks were traded.
I'm telling you, basketball is different, man. Like, and a lot of them are hiding from these aprons.
Yeah. And of course, all of the ones that were not all, but the majority of the ones that were not traded were in the top 14, a.k.a. the lottery. There were only 4 picks in the lottery that were traded.
I want to feel like, even though this maybe didn't have the star-studded people there, I feel like this could be one of the deepest drafts that we've seen, and a lot of guys are going to be stars coming from this draft. But the hard part is, man, like, we don't know who these dudes are, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They move so damn much, I can't even keep up. Like, hold on, you were where? Okay, where you at this year? Like, where was he at before? Like, you don't even know none of these dudes.
The players who end up getting traded 5 times in the league are changing schools 3 times.
Yes.
You know, so they're coming in and you had no idea where they were from. And at the top of the draft, I love Debanza. I think he's going to be really, really good, and hopefully the Wizards don't screw that up.
But
him and Trae Young, hopefully that's something.
But I'm looking at Utah, like, yo, Utah.
With Peterson, yeah, that's interesting too.
Peterson,
Ace,
Bailey,
yeah.
Duren Jackson,
Yeah,
and then Kessler.
it's interesting. Utah's getting interesting. And then, listen, we haven't even talked about the name John Morant hasn't even come up yet.
I know.
And he's going to get traded at some point. I mean, they're going to center everything they're doing around Cam Boozer.
Yeah, I don't want little baby Iverson, man.
Yeah. Oof.
I mean, listen, he's talked so much trash about the organization, man. I don't see how anybody can take him. And the thing is, you're going to be getting him 10 cents on the dollar.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing I didn't love, and I've seen most of these guys play in person, did not love the Nets taking Brown at 6 from Louisville. Not a bad player, don't get me wrong.
Joe Leo so mad. Joe Leo so mad. See, but the last dude that had
Darius
back issues.
Acuff is the guy they should have taken.
See, but they're playing with a guy that got back issues.
Yeah.
Michael
Joe
Porter
Leo, were
came
you
in.
upset about that? You can talk about the Nets. This is the 1 minute per year that we'll talk about the Nets on the show.
I'm still not over it. And you want to talk about Stearns being fired today? Sean Marks should have been fired yesterday. He's the worst general manager in all of sports.
Well, this is going to put it over the top
all
for
of
him at some
sports.
point here.
He's had 2 rebuilds. 3 rebuilds?
Three.
Even if he had taken Kingston Fleming's a tough player. I like him a lot, too.
I like Fleming's. I love Acuff. He's going to be a superstar. And we got a guy.
Even Braden Burries is a really good shooter for
another
Arizona.
guy.
But Leo, tell me about this. Last year, y'all had 3 first-round draft picks. How did they work out?
No, they have 5.
Hold on.
Yegor Demin.
Yegor Demin is the only one that looks like it will actually pay off.
Yeah.
Why didn't they? If they had 5, why didn't they just take 2 and move up?
That's Sean Marks for you. It's the genius of Sean Marks.
We're throwing it at the dart. We're throwing the darts at the wall.
I mean,
although I will say, Joe Leo, I do like Josh Jefferson. He's a kind of a gritty player from Iowa State who they got at the end of the round and can shoot it. Like he's a good player to have on your team and will defend his ass off.
So Joe Leo, like Michael Porter Jr. is probably like a big asset. Like he didn't sign an extension, did he?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
So it seems to me like maybe he could be on the move. I know the Pistons had interest in him last year.
I'm shocked. I'll be shocked if both Randall and Michael Porter Jr. are on the team when the ball gets thrown up in late October. Because they just don't have – it's a one-ball sport, and both those guys need the ball to do what they do best.
Yeah, so
I don't see it.
So you got Michael Porter at $38 million.
That's the only big salary that we have, thanks to trading Claxton to Chicago.
And that felt like just a throwaway.
It gave him away for nothing.
That seemed like a nothing. But that felt like it was to clear space.
It was.
To be able to do something. Like how much salary cap?
How much contract?
But how much salary cap space do you guys even have? Are you guys in the same like you'll take people's bad contracts to get?
They're
assets?
in the very rare Bart third apron.
They have $32.1 million of cap space to maneuver around. What they do with it, I don't know, because it seems like the team's pretty much set after the draft.
That's crazy, man. But they can dump another 30.
All right.
But you know another thing, there's enough of the net stuff. The Pistons are also rumored
enough
maybe.
Of the Nets. Let's get back to the Pistons.
I mean,
what were you going to say?
They're in the LeBron sweepstakes too.
I heard that was interesting. LeBron for Jarrett Allen.
Yeah, you got 2 big men. But that makes them real small, though.
It does. But LeBron would have to opt in, right, at that number to get traded.
LeBron James.
Is LeBron going to take the? Is he going to take the ball out of Harden's hands?
I don't know. Listen,
like these are 2 big egos. This is what I'm saying. Like basketball is so crazy, man, because the NFL is instant gratification, right? NFL comes, trades right there. They not like the Giannis trade can start off as a 2-team trade that can turn into a 7-team trade. Like, bro, can we speed this process up, man? Can we get some finality? Like you got to follow them. In the fan base, our attention span not that damn long. Like you mean something to be a 7-team trade?
And by the way, the LeBron thing was he doesn't have to opt in. He'd have to sign. It'd have to be a sign and trade kind of thing to go if they were doing it for Jarrett Allen because he's unrestricted free agent.
Yeah,
that was last year was the opt in. I forgot.
And the thing is, what was crazy that LeBron James money goes straight to the salary cap. Austin Reeves doesn't even go towards the salary cap. It doesn't affect their salary cap at all because it's an extension for 2 years from now.
All right, let's hit it. We got to get some calls in here. 800-919-3776. Javi in Queens is up on ESPN New York. Javi, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
What's going on, boys? How you doing? Let me get you off the Bluetooth. Sorry about that. So listen, I didn't plan on giving a call in, but when I heard Bart use the term secret foods from Ecuador, I was like, I got to call in and educate the masses over here. So first of all, ceviche is not a raw food. Ceviche is cooked in the lemon juice that they put on the fish, and essentially the the acid cooks the fish, okay? And then Ecuador and Peru. Say again?
It's cooked, or is it like, man, but it's still not raw, though, right? I mean, acid ain't the heat temperature, right?
No, because if you put fish in acid, like if you just put it in lemon juice and let it sit there for just a few minutes, it essentially cooks the fish. It's not like sashimi and it's raw. It's not like carpaccio. Like it is a cooked. It's cold, but it ends up being cooked. You're not eating raw fish.
Okay.
And I highly recommend it to Carlin. And Ecuador doesn't have secret food, but one food that Ecuador is very popular for, which is going to gross some people out, is they eat guinea pigs. It's called cuy. That's like one of the most popular things from Ecuador. But anyways, with the World Cup, I was at Arthur Ashe yesterday for the World Cup watch parties. It was an incredible environment. Yeah, it was really cool. I got to see Canada, Switzerland, and it just seems like if it's available later on to any of the callers, highly recommend going to check it out. But very quickly, I just want to talk a little bit of Knicks with you guys. I personally thought that the Knicks were going to draft a big with that first pick in the second round. Like, I just thought it was a good time to look for a replacement for Mitch, because I think you squeezed out all the juice out of Mitch. Like, he was a second-round pick. You babied him all year, and you got him through. People have not brought up the fact that he broke his finger before the finals. We still don't know what the hell happened with that. So I just think it's a good time to get off of him and just get something cheaper in. But they didn't do that, so it seems like he might be on the way back. And one other thing, I'm very interested. Just one more thing, sorry. I'm very interested in potentially getting DeMar DeRozan on a minimum to kind of replace Jordan Clarkson. I think that's a very nice replacement for Jordan Clarkson, because that's what the Knicks have to do. They need to find very cheap replacements or guys that want to come here on a discount to keep the good times rolling. I don't know what you guys think.
Well, you can't play them next. You can't play them next to Bridges, because they're gonna be in the same spot. Like, no, it's my ball. They both live in the same world, you know. But DeMar DeRozan, I don't know if DeMar DeRozan will come all the way back over to New York. That's a
but
big
think
ask.
about it. Listen, here's what's interesting about it. Thanks for the call, Javi. Like, if he does get bought out, you know, it's not like you're paying him.
Yeah, but he's an L.A. kid. I think he would go to L.A.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he would go there.
Like,
he's from L.A.
for a year with a chance to maybe win.
But you don't think if they figure out the LeBron thing and then they got DeMar DeRozan, he might start for them. You know what I'm saying? He's still an efficient player. I would say L.A. I can't see him coming all the way over here, even though I know he did play in Toronto. So that's like playing in Siberia.
No, but listen, it's not the worst idea in the world, considering if he is getting bought out, because he's making, I think, around 27 this coming year, something like that.
That's crazy. They got off him quick. He's only been there 2 years.
Man.
From Chicago, after they blew it up in Chicago. But DeMar DeRozan is a good, you know.
Can we do it quickly? Joe Leo, Tom Bauer, can we do a little how much has that guy made quickly?
It's time to play How Much Did That Guy Make?
All right, Bart Scott. DeMar DeRozan.
How long
not
in the league?
Including the salary for next year at 25.7. How much has DeMar DeRozan made in his career? He has his first year, 2009.
Yeah, Chicago played him, so 2009, that would be 16 years. He's 16 years in.
Yeah.
Wow.
17 years.
Him and he looks so much young. Well, both him and Kyle Lowry look super young. But I hate going first because I think y'all use me as the barometer. And
all right, well, then I won't make you go first. You're right. I ask you to go first a lot. Tom Bauer, you're going first today. DeMar DeRozan in his career has made how much money in the NBA?
See, I have to go first because I always win this game. I see what you're doing
because
here.
Because you cheat. But that's fine.
I'm going to say $252 million.
$252 million. That is an aggressive number.
Very.
But it's DeMar DeRozan. So it's interesting. Joe Leo, we turn to you. How much has DeMar DeRozan made in his career?
I will say 235.
235. 252, 235. And that leaves us to Bart Scott. DeMar DeRozan, how much has he made in his NBA career?
Well, you have to think.
Not including this coming year.
Yeah, well, you have to think. If he's going on year 17, you got to believe that he made at least $10 million a year. So even if he made $10 million a year, that's 170, right? So that's the low ball. But you know that he got paid by Toronto because they kept trying to beat LeBron, so he made some good money with Toronto. Then he got traded to Chicago and made money there. Then he's made the probably $50 million there. So I would probably go over 250. I would probably say 270.
270. So Bart's number is 270. Joe Leo's number 235. And Tom Bauer's number 252. Correct answer, or our winner is in closest to Bart Scott. There's your winner at 270. DeMar DeRozan, currently number 20 on the all-time earnings list in the NBA at $305 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
There we go.
DeMar DeRozan, 305.
Crazy work.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
It would take me all day to recount the times that the Mets flat out disappointed you, where the expectations were through the roof and they just sucked. But to their credit, give them no expectations. Oh, that's when they come out of the woodwork. It is amazing to me that they disappoint more than anybody else. And this year included.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
D'Agostino, Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite Back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win a lot.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. All through this tournament, the betting options on FanDuel bring you straight onto the pitch. Who will score the first goal? How many shots will each team have during the match? It's all right there in the app. And with same-game parlays, you have a chance for bigger payouts. And best of all, with FanDuel, you get paid instantly when you win. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Caught with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Summer's here. People are outside walking more, traveling, going to games, barbecues, the beach, just enjoying life. But if you have joint pain, sciatica, or back pain is still holding you back, you don't have to live like that. I'm Bart Scott, and Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the real deal. Ivy League trained, double board certified with non-surgical treatments that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no pain medications, just a smart, targeted approach that gets you moving again. Same day or next day appointments are available. Go to SandwellPain.com. Don't let pain steal your summer.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
My friends, soccer fans, that's right. Later today, Bart and myself watch party for the Ecuador-Germany game. It is presented by Radaburger Pilsner. We will be at the Hoboken Biergarten in Hoboken, New Jersey, starting at 4 p.m. Come by, enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Radaburger, and join the energy with ESPN New York. Bart, I saw something called $9 handhelds, which appears to be a bratwurst on some sort of pretzel bun.
Hey, we need to get some of that Ecuadorian food. We got some guinea pig there too.
I don't know.
It seems like it's leaning heavily towards Germany.
Well,
what
it's
goes
a Biergarten. That's why it's leaning toward Germany.
What goes better
It's
than
spelled
when Germany
Biergarten in
beer?
German, Biergarten.
We know who we rooting for.
And it's Radaburger Pilsner, for Pete's sake.
We know who the home team is.
That is us today. Hoboken Biergarten, brought to you by Radaburger Pilsner. I always thought that I was never going to be high on the pretzel bun as a
are you crazy? Oh my
well,
goodness.
here's why. But I'm admitting that I was wrong. I'm like Becky Hammon right now.
Yeah.
I owe this I owe the pretzel bun an apology, because I thought the pretzel bun might be too tough of a chew, making things a little too challenging. No, it's excellent.
It's actually really like buoyant. You know what I mean? It's like it's very dense. You know what I mean? You bite it and it's the saltiness of it, man.
Oh, it's going to sit there. It's going to sit there. But little brown mustard, little brat, little pretzel bun today. I could see that in a big fella's future.
Oh man, I see
Put
cheese.
off the GLP-1 shot for a day.
I see cheese curds and I see cheese curds and dip.
Beer cheese in our future. I could see that.
Yes.
I could see that. All right, let's get to some audio files. Hit it.
The audio file.
Tom Bauer has audio files, and Tom's here. Hello, Tom.
Hi, Christopher. Hi, Bart. Let's file some audios. Why don't we? All right.
File some audios.
Yeah, that's right. That's some wordplay right there for you. I'm not an English major, unlike you, Chris.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna shut up and let Gary Cohen speak, because clearly he wasn't happy with a lot of things that happened from the from the Mets yesterday. We played this already. I'm gonna play it again. Not happy with the infield.
I mean, what do you say at this point? I mean, this team is in the depths of despair. Can't get starting pitching to hold the other team at bay. Struggling with their offense. And now the defense falls apart. 6 infield errors. Unprecedented.
And more importantly from this, other than the 6 errors, is the big picture. And Gary's probably hinting at something that the Mets are doing quite a bit this time of year, which is reevaluation.
This is the kind of game that causes reevaluations. Yeah. You can profess all you want about being confident in the team you have, but this has been nothing short of ugly.
I didn't know this was possible. But, Bart, that from Gary was as close as I've ever heard an announcer to turning off his own game.
I mean,
it felt like he wanted to switch to Love Island at that point.
Was Major League, was Bob Bucher?
He was drunk. That felt like that doubleheader in Major League 2, except nobody came out. Willie Mays Hayes didn't come out with a bum ankle. And go steal second base and steal third and steal home.
Listen, for people out there that say, man, that could be on Gary, like how Gary, like, sounding, like that, he's supposed to be professional. Listen, I'm sure he's a fan.
Oh, yeah,
and,
Gary loves the Mets.
And as a caller, like, it's hard sometimes to voice your disappointment because the better – listen, whose stock is higher than Alan Hahn and Monica McNutt? It's because they went on a magic carpet ride with a team. So sometimes the better the team, the better the job. The better the job, the better the bag because everybody's happy, right? Mm-hmm. And he has to say, man, not again. Like
New York at night, it's a great place to be. Don't jump.
Oh boy, that one I had not heard.
And the worst person is like you don't want a friend like Keith because Keith is kind of like allowing it to happen instead of reining him back. It's okay, big fella. He's like, yeah.
No. Keith is like, yeah.
Jump. Keith's like, man, just jump.
God, worst trade ever with Crow Armstrong.
Oh, we might have that from last night too.
Wow. Well, not only fast, but cuts the bases perfectly. I think one of the worst trades in a long while by the Mets.
Well,
they got 6 good weeks out of Javi Baez, and now they've got to watch this guy be a star.
Wow.
They got 6 good weeks out of Javi Baez before he told the fans to blank off.
Nobody in the ballpark. 1-5. Hitless through 7. Feels like rock bottom.
This right now is just Tom absolutely pouring it on.
Yeah, that's Tom.
Piling on.
Yeah, okay, Tom.
I want to be clear. Bart and I are not controlling the audio today. That's Tom.
Yeah, Tom. You better just hope that your Yankees go get Skubal.
Well, they don't need Skubal, in my opinion. And,
okay.
for the record, as much as I am enjoying the Gary audio, here's some more.
This team is in the depths of despair.
I was not the one hitting those. That was Joe Leo.
I'll take the slings and arrows today. That was me.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tom. You never can be too sure because Cole got roughed up the last time out. And I'm sure this is a conversation that winners have. Like, what you can never have too much. Are you crazy? I mean, have the Dodgers said, oh, we have too much. We don't need Kyle Tucker. We okay. No, we good. We just won a championship. We won 2 back-to-back. We're good. Come on, Tom. I need you to think like a winner.
Well, you know what? I would ask if the Mets ever felt that way, but that's not true. So, at any rate, is that
who you competing against? Is that what you worried about? You worried about what the Mets do? You worry about the Mets, dude, then the drop gonna keep going.
Well, listen, I was just comparing that because we were just playing Gary, and you told me to shut the hell up with the Gary is essentially what you were saying. So I'm just playing into that a little bit. But at any rate, Bart, you did lead to that was a wonderful segue by you into our next audio cut. This one comes from Joel Sherman on one Michael K's show yesterday, discussing the idea of Tarik Skubal going to the Yankees.
I think the Yankees are like the Dodgers and a few other teams. If a player is available, especially a good player, you got to call in. The Tigers are far from out of this thing. I'm not sure this player is getting traded. Again, the American League is terrible, and the AL Central in particular is awful. So, like, that division has not completely gotten away from the Tigers. A wild card hasn't. And I think they just assume go for it. And there's going to have to be a number on pick your day, July 20th, 22nd, as we move towards August 3rd, where the Tigers are going to say we're this many games under or this many games out, and now we'll trade Skubal. They're not in a rebuild. They want to come back and win next year. What if they have like a very high mark on, like we think Ryan Weathers is a really legitimate number 3. So if you give us Ryan Weathers, who helps us the rest of the season and for 2 more seasons, and these 2 prospects, we'll do Skubal. And now I'm like flipping Weathers for Skubal in the rotation. Like, the Yankees have to be in the kill shot part of the program here. You know, they need to kind of like cash in a chip here, and a player like Skubal would do that. Do I think that will happen? It's not Brian Cashman's way. I think Brian Cashman will try to improve the bullpen, get a right-hand hitting catcher, and maybe one more bat that is a middle infielder. But I think it behooves them to know what the real price is on Skubal.
I don't think we can rule it out.
But, yeah, are we going with Cashman's way? Cashman's way hasn't worked in a long time. What are we talking about? It's time. Clearly, the Dodgers have told you that we're in a new era. We're in a different type of baseball era right? And, like, Cashman has to come out of that old era and come over to the new school and say, this is how we win in championships right now, and then this is our only way to compete with the Dodgers, because the Dodgers is doing what they doing at a high level. So, man, can you ever have enough pitching? Can you ever have enough starting pitching? Especially when you can put somebody in the bullpen, or you can keep people keep people innings down, right? You can, when the playoffs start, you can ask somebody from your starting rotation to go to the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
Like all that type of stuff.
I think you are hitting this spot on right now. And this is a fascinating conversation because everybody's going to say the same thing. Well, the Yankees never hit in the postseason. Okay, it's never about that. You got to find ways.
Yeah.
And this is the opportunity. This is very much like the Knicks. The door is wide open here in the American League. Nobody thinks the American League's any good. So if this is the case and you feel like the opportunity's there, then you have to exercise every possibility in all of this.
Chris, where's Aaron Judge right now?
He would be hurt, Bart.
Okay, so you may not be able to get runs in yourself. So when you can't get runs, what you have to stop the other team from getting, Chris?
I think scoring is the idea.
Oh, okay. So how the hell does pitching and scoring don't go together
I've
like
heard
peanut
about
butter
run
and jelly?
prevention. I've just never seen it enacted.
You know what I'm saying?
Next.
Well, more on Tarek Skubal from Aaron Boone on the Yankees' success against Tarek Skubal because, as you guys may have seen, ageless wonder Paul Goldschmidt teeing off on Tarek Skubal yesterday.
Crazy. This deep in his career, he's just so tough on lefties. And obviously, you know, he's had a good run against Tarek, who I thought was pretty great tonight. We ran into a few, you know, Goldie got two, and obviously a big one there by JD, but I thought Skubal threw the ball really well against us.
I mean, he gave up 4 in 6 innings, but yeah, long ball did him in. Paul Goldschmidt, Dan talked about this morning, and it's going to be a very uncomfortable conversation, but it's going to happen, a Hall of Fame conversation at some point, because of the stretch in his career that he had as a dominant player in the league. But Goldschmidt, Yankees would be lost without Goldschmidt right now. He's been terrific.
Now, how's Bellinger doing?
Bellinger's doing really well. Like Bellinger, this is where another thing that you can point to where the Mets screwed up. Because Bellinger's the guy that is capable of playing a few different positions and doing it really well.
I'll play anywhere, coach.
And they got but be really good at it. Play center, play first, can do those things. And instead of going Bellinger, you know, they didn't go to a certain number on him. And now Bellinger's obviously paying off and playing pretty well for him this year.
We got Bo Bichette, we got Marcus Semien.
Well, it took Bellinger Bichette how long to finally start coming around? You know, I mean,
I never heard of half of these guys, and the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
I heard some of those guys were dead.
Cross them off then.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the Mets on the Bellinger thing, I think that has really gotten overlooked as something that they kind of screwed up. You know, they probably, on the guys that you were going to go pay and or possibly overpay for, Bellinger gave you good value in what he does. Anyway.
It all started with Kyle Tucker, man.
Well, listen, he stinks this year, so at least they dodged a bullet there.
Would you rather have his
I don't know if he
stink?
would have stunk here, too, but he hasn't been very good. I'm sorry?
No, I'm just depressed. The only thing that can save me is if the Pistons sign somebody big next couple of weeks. Because I got to wait off for the Jets. Giants aren't playing. We just got the Mets. I mean, the Yankees were coming off a 3-game loss too.
But they won yesterday and they beat Skubal.
But I mean, the Tigers aren't exactly like gangbusters. They're in the same situation that the Mets are in.
Let's call this what it is, okay? The Yankees are going to be in cruise control in the American League for the rest of the year. That's what this is.
That's why they can tell Judge, take your time.
It was not that long ago. It was like about a month ago, where all of us are sitting, oh, my God, they've fallen so far behind the Rays and blah, 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 and what are they going to do? And all of a sudden, you blink, and they're back in front of the Rays without any problem. And there are 2 teams. I think there's only 2 teams in the American League that have a positive run differential. And it's the Yankees and it's the Mariners, and the Mariners are up by like a plus 20 on the year.
Oh, that's a plus 8 now.
That's a plus 8?
And the Rays are now at plus 2 after last night.
Am I right in saying that they're the only two?
The Rays plus 2 right now.
Oh, the Rays are at plus 2.
Whoop-de-doo.
And 11 games over 500. Wow. Look at Tom. Look at how bitter. Tom's bitterness, I'll tell you, sometimes he plays.
You thought maybe he would ease up a little bit because he was happy because of what's happened to the Knicks, but geez, Tom.
Tom's like Ghostbusters too. He thrives on the negativity. He loves to see people suffer. Now we're really getting a good look into Tom and the mosh pit and the psyche and all of it.
As soon as he put his Kurt Rambis strap on, he's ready to go. I still want to try and get those things. The
goggles?
Thing. No, the bouncy thing.
Oh, the inflatable things.
Oh, the inflatable.
You want us to fling at ourselves at the beach bash?
Put on so they can run at each other?
Yeah, belly bump.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world has noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Soccer fans, join Bart and Carlin today for a watch party presented by Rataburger Pilsner. Watch the match between Germany and Ecuador at the Hoboken Biergarten in Hoboken, New Jersey, starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Rataburger, and join the energy with ESPN New York. That's Bart and Carlin live at the Hoboken Biergarten today. Brought to you by Rataburger Pilsner. My friends, game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's telly time. As you just heard at 4 p.m. today, Ecuador takes on Germany in the World Cup. Bart and I will be hosting a watch party for this match at Hoboken Biergarten in Hoboken, New Jersey. 7:10, Yankees, Red Sox in Boston, and Mets look to avoid being swept by the Cubs. Again, written by Tom Bauer. Coverage begins 880 ESPN New York, starting at 6:30. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. All right, we've got some calls that have been waiting for a while, so let's get them in at 800-919-3776. Sam in Bayonne up first, ESPN New York. Sam, what's going on, bud? How are you?
A whole lot of convincing myself not to jump off the ledge. Good morning, gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing well. So I want to answer your question from earlier, Chris. What do I want to see today? Both things are not going to happen. Number one, I want to see 0 fans at Citi Field. And number two, since we have the World Cup going on, I'd like the Mets or MLB to take a page out of just soccer rules and relegate this team to free me from having to try to or having to force myself to call Don today to see if I'm a fraud, because I am so sick of this team at this point. Been a fan of 45, and this is probably the worst team I ever remember in the history of my fanhood, because the expectations were high, the salary's high, and just the circus that's on the field is just on a whole other level. Last week I called, I can even show it to you in my one of my chats, that the moment Lindor is going to come back, Soto's going to be out. I don't see these two playing on the same field. I literally called it. And I think that this is going to continue to happen until one of them are gone. Like, this is absolutely horrible. Last comment I'll make before I hear your comments. Brett Beatty is the new Jeff McNeil. They ruined him. They put him on every single field in the position on the field, and just like how what happened with McNeil, I think it overwhelmed him, playing 4 different positions. The same exact thing is happening to Beatty.
I think that's fair.
Thank you for allowing me to vent.
Listen, I appreciate it, Sam. I think you're right. Thanks for the call. When you are throwing a guy out there and he has no idea where he's playing every day, like when he was out there playing third base every day last year, he played well.
Yeah, to get comfortable.
Because he knew what the deal was. And now it's, we're going to throw you anywhere we can. And
I mean, you do that to an overly talented guy like Bellinger, who's secure and good with who he is and has had tremendous success. That's tough to put that on somebody else like that. Not everybody can do that. A lot of people, I mean, hell, Namdi couldn't play on the right side of the field.
Boy, that happened quick too. Remember that? Oof.
You know what makes me mad about that? I gave back money to the Jets to sign him. Oof. Then it was like, yeah, we couldn't get him, so we got Antonio Cromartie. I was like, well, do I get that money back? Like, yeah, it's kind of one way in, don't come back out.
Boy, between them and Shoddy.
Yeah, man.
Somebody owes you some money.
The old screw job.
Brian, Manhattan next, ESPN New York. Brian, what's going on?
Hey, guys. 2 points I want to make. One about the Knicks, but mostly about the World Cup. The Knicks, just the positivity of the Knicks is still with me. I just have like a smile much more often on my face. And as it relates to Mitch, I just trust that Knicks management will make the right decision. Not Dolan, hopefully, but Leon Rose and his team. And I trust they'll do that. My sense is there was a caller earlier that said that maybe it's time to move on from Mitch. You sort of squeeze the lemon. And if he's going to get starters money, I mean, the guy can't even hit a free throw. So my sense is you could potentially replace him. Wouldn't be easy, but if he needs to be paid $30-40 million, whatever.
No. I don't even think Mitch is asking for that. I think Mitch is somewhere thinking maybe the 20s. That would be like $7 million bump. You know what I mean? But the Knicks can't afford it. I think the Knicks can probably only go to like the 15. He made 13 last year, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, I just trust that Leon and the team will sort of say, hey, this makes sense for us, or it doesn't. I love the new vote of confidence from fans now. Like, I just trust him. Whatever Dolan and them do, man. It's
hashtag trust Leon.
Where he's like, why we give all them picks up for Bridges?
He's earned it. Well, he's earned it. And thanks for the call, Brian. He's definitely earned it, no doubt.
But it's just what a difference a day makes.
Yeah. And listen, I don't blame fans for believing in what he's doing now. I was a little bit surprised, when we were talking yesterday about this, and Bobby Marks was on the show, and felt like that Mitch would be the easiest of the 3 to really replace.
Yeah.
So
it's all fun and games until you Cat get in trouble or Cat get hurt, and you ain't got no big man, and people killing you on the boards. Like, he's one of the best offensive rebounders in the game. You talk about that pivotal rebound that he got against Wemby. That's because he was, like, massive and tall. And his ability to switch on the perimeter. Like, just think, we talk about Isaiah Stewart and his ability. He's like 6'10". Like, we talk about Jalen Duren, his physicality. Mitch is a legitimate 7-footer, fellas. Like, it's a big difference between 7 foot going against 7'3" or 7'4". Like, do you see the team that would? Didn't the Spurs just draft another 7'3" guy to go with next to Wemby? Like, and then, but also, who did they get to go with Chet? They got the kid from Michigan. He's 7'1"?
Yeah.
You want to have Cat, and that's it? I don't know, but
Carlin, ESPN New York.
This is the Michael K. Show.
All the genius that we thought that David Stearns was, right? Maybe, just maybe, it wasn't him with Milwaukee, because they haven't skipped a beat without him. At some point, when does he get blamed? Because now I think there's going to be a lot of spotlight on the Mets and how bad they are, because there's no Knicks to distract you. The Mets are a terribly put together team.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
From your neighborhood stop to the city and back, New Jersey Transit keeps your day moving. Reliable, convenient, and ready when you are. We're on this ride together. So keep aisles clear, use headphones, and be mindful of fellow riders. Small actions make a big difference, especially during travel times. New Jersey Transit. Ride together, ride better. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Peterson firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Peterson firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin modern windows and doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
It has been a jam-packed first couple of hours on Bart and Carlin. Lots of Mets talk, lots of some Yankees talk as well, and some NBA discussions. World Cup in there, too. We've got a big watch party today. We got it all at 800-919-3776, 800-919 ESPN. It is noon on Bart and Carlin, which means what?
It's the power hour, 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 hour.
I stopped counting. I had to be into the 20s.
23.
23.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at you.
You know what I'm saying? You got to show time how it's done sometimes, huh?
Any specific reason you went 23 there?
Well, Michael Jordan.
LeBron James.
Tom, showing your age. 23 to most people is MJ.
Well, he's also saying maybe LeBron ends up in Detroit. That's what he's thinking.
No.
We would embrace him. We would embrace him if he went there. You know what I'm saying? We'll show him how you put the fourth ring on the organization.
It's also noon on Thursday, which means it's high noon.
It's high noon.
Name is Sam Chisholm, newly sworn warrant officer of the Circuit Court in Wichita, Kansas.
Once again, our outstanding production for high noon, which is just
notch.
music from the Old West. And then music from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
This is Tom with the hoodie on running. About to get his ass whooped by Don Flamingo.
This is the interstitial in between him running down the West Side Highway.
Yeah. Tom gonna get his ass whooped by Don Flamingo.
Oh, my God. Here comes King Hippo. Well,
round one, fight.
Does firing anyone now do anything for the Mets?
Question 1 of 3. Does firing anyone now do anything for the Mets, Bart?
No, Chris, this reminds me of something that you used to tell me. I forgot who was the manager. Was it Bobby Valentine or somebody like that who was trying to get tossed out the game, and the umpire was like, nope, if I got to sit here and watch this crap, you do too. I ain't letting nobody off. You're going to wear all this, Ricky Bobby, because what I'm not going to do is fire you and pay you. No, we're going to sit up here and you're going to have to live and eat this up. You're going to have to hear the fans. You're going to have to listen to the people. You ain't going to be able to go run away, go out there to Thailand like you, Cliff Kingsbury, and enjoy your life while your paycheck come every Tuesday. Hell no. If I got to watch it, you got to watch it too.
See, I actually think it does do something in that it gives the fans something. It gives the fans something after what was a disgusting performance last night with 6 errors in a game, and it could have been 9. I mean, if games are scored differently, just because the ball isn't touched doesn't mean it shouldn't be an error. I mean, the way that they were playing out there, that put a tent on that circus. Because that was a complete and utter joke. If you're going to fire the manager today, like, I understand it. Like, we already earlier this year gave him the dreaded vote of confidence, and we don't think it's his fault. Okay. But you got to give the fans something at some point. And when you're 12 games under 500, you get swept in a doubleheader last night, and you embarrass yourselves with the way that you're playing, you have to do something. Do something.
You gave him Peterson. You fired him, or you gave him a promotion.
Not really doing it,
or is that a promotion?
That's a promotion because he's going to Chicago and he's in it. Does David Peterson get his thank you video today?
What would be funny? Would it be funny if he's on the other sideline just chilling, eating sunflower seeds? Like, man, who knew? I knew I would be a winner in this stadium one day. I just didn't know I'd be in a different uniform.
Well, he was traded last night, in case you missed it. He's traded to the Cubs, and he'll be wearing the other uniform today.
I wonder what the prospect is saying. Like, man, damn. At least I get.
Well, he's an A-ball. He's still got a couple of years. Maybe he'll get traded.
Maybe I'll get some Knicks tickets.
Next.
Round 2. Fight.
Are you in or out on the Yankees trading for Skubal?
Bart?
I'm all the way in, baby. Listen, you can never have enough great starting pitchers. You talking about a Cy Young winner. You talk about a guy outside of Skeens, the guy in Pittsburgh, right? Mm-hmm. Considered widely as one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitchers, in the league. How could you not stack the deck? You always talk about the Yankees. They can't hit in the postseason. That's their problem. Well, if you can't hit, you should make sure the other team can't hit either. How about trying that one, right? You know what I'm saying? And going out and getting – and listen, this is the thing. Yeah, so he could be Kawhi Leonard. He could be a hired gun, right? If he plays well, you think about bringing him back. If he doesn't, the Tigers – like the last time I remember, the Yankees gave away Chapman to the Cubs for a rental Torres. And brought his ass right back.
And they did bring Chapman back. You're right.
Right, and got Gleyber Torres. You know what I'm saying? What you doing?
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. They absolutely – well, not that the Tigers are going to go and get Tariq Skubal. I don't think they're going to sign him.
I mean, they could sign him back.
Well, they could, but I don't think they will.
Because they get a prospect? Yeah. I don't know why we balling on a discount right now, man. Like, why would you let – you know how
Tigers
frustrating it is?
By the way, for that discussion earlier from Joel, Tigers are 5 games out of the wild card, but they have the exact same record as the Mets at 34-46.
That just tells you what the league is. But, really, you know how frustrating it is to have, greatness on your team. And, we had some of the best pitchers, some of the best pitchers ever to get on the mound in Detroit. No titles for it.
Nothing.
1 World Series appearance. What was it? It was Verlander, 84. Scherzer.
Are you talking about the Tigers when they had – oh, okay. I'm going all the way back. When they did get it with Jack Morris.
No, I ain't going out. No, I ain't talking about back then. I'm talking about when they went. They lost to the Yankees.
Scherzer. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, Verlander, Scherzer. They had some more people too, man. They
Tigers have had their opportunities and just have never gotten through.
Winning paid Price. He stunk. He left and played good when he left. Man, maybe it's just a Detroit air.
Yeah, it could be. Could be just Detroit.
You weren't supposed to agree.
I'm not supposed to agree? Sorry.
Words hurt.
Sorry. Next!
Round 3, fight! Are the United States closing the gap on the soccer world?
First of all, I did not tell you my take on Skubal before I went to the next one. I have no problem with the Yankees going all in there if they can't get somebody else to be better. All right. That aside. What was the question number 3 again? Hit the question again.
Are the United States closing the gap on the soccer world?
Are the United States or is
are they closing the gap?
Yeah, it's supposed to be is the United States. I put are. That's my fault.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever. I'm not going to be the grammar police. I don't
know.
What
the hell are you? What the hell are you?
I
a
genuinely
pirate?
Was asking, and I'm the one with the degree in English.
What are you? A pirate?
Arr.
I still argue I was correct.
Hit the question again.
Are the United States closing the gap on the soccer world?
I mean, Bart, I think everybody wants to think that, but I'd be careful. I don't expect Pulisic to play tonight against it. It's now Turkey A, by the way. It's not Turkey. It's now Turkey A.
Turkey A.
In case you didn't know. They want the name pronounced differently. The country has gone to that length. Anyway, I don't believe the United States, from my extensive soccer knowledge, has completely closed the gap yet, because I think they've done a nice job of putting the United States in a position to succeed here. I think, there's still 33-1 to win the World Cup. 33-1.
You taking that bet? USA.
I'm not.
USA.
I will tell you where they are in the pecking order, but it is not high in the pecking order by any stretch.
Are we better than Cape Verde?
USA is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're 10th. They're 10th. France, Spain, Argentina, top 3. England, Portugal, Brazil, Germany, Netherlands, Norway. There you go.
Are we better than Cape Verde?
I believe we are, just based on the fact that Cape Verde is 250-1 right now.
I tell you what, man. I think we are
story.
Yeah, I think we are closing the gap. I mean, I think we're starting to get more athletes as United States become more diverse, and you got guys coming over because we have the professional league. What's the soccer league over here? The
what do you call it? MLS.
Yeah, MLS. The MLS league is growing, so now you got guys that are coming over here that's representing the United States. I think some of our better athletes are starting to lean towards soccer a little bit. You look at like what's happening on the women's side. The women has always been good, right? Because it's the only place where outside of like maybe tennis and now basketball is catching up a little bit, where a woman can be a professional athlete and make enough money to feed themselves, you know what I'm saying, and take care of themselves. So I think the women's soccer is showing us how to get done. You got to make it more beneficial, more fruitful for like the men to want to play soccer. And I think a lot of kids, we had the wave with the concussion stuff where we had kids, parents pulling them away from football. Not everybody can play baseball. And so naturally, as a kid, the first thing you do is you put your kids in soccer. And I think it's starting to bear fruit, right? I forgot the guy with the messed up hairline a couple of years ago that was like the head of that. The
Landon
development.
Donovan is doing the
Landon
games.
Donovan. That was like, what, maybe 10 years ago or 5 years ago when he had the little hair gate. You know what I mean? But
And the hair's back now.
Yeah, they've been trying to build it up. It's hey, listen, if you can grow hair on a chia pet, you can grow hair on the head.
Did he go to Turkey yet? Did Landon Donovan maybe go to Turkey yet?
No, Turkey A came to him.
Listen, I'll believe it when I see it, and I'm rooting for it, obviously, but I'm not there yet. And tonight's game against Turkey A and I feel weird saying Turkey A now, but tonight's game against Turkey A has zero implications on whether or not they go to the next round. They're already going to the knockout round, and with that being the case, I doubt they're going to play Christian Pulisic tonight. I mean, he's your best player, and he's been hurt. I don't know if you're going to run him out there. Maybe for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes or something, but I wouldn't play him in this game where it doesn't mean anything. I'd have that guy ready for the next game, which it looks like they're going to be playing Bosnia and Herzegovina because they won yesterday. So that's where the matchup is likely headed for the knockout round in the round of 32.
I mean, Mexico moved. It's amazing how all the teams that are in North America kind of made it through. Like, hey, we'll kill them later. There's not. But you mess around and you let a team get confidence and think they're better. They were all bums.
It kind of feels like they do give them chances, though, when you're a host country. Although Canada lost to Switzerland last night up in Vancouver.
They were all bums setups.
Bartholomew, speaking of soccer, we, of course, have our big watch party later today.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be remiss in not mentioning that R.J. Santillo and Ray Santiago of DiPietro and Rothenberg have one this coming Monday, June 29th, also presented by Rataburger Pilsner. It is 4:30 p.m. at the Ainsley Bowery on the Lower East Side. Enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Rataburger, and join the energy with ESPN New York. That's RJ and Ray live at the Ainsley Bowery this Monday, June 29th. It is brought to you by Rataburger Pilsner. 800-919-3776. We've had a lot of calls chiming in today about the Mets. We've had a lot about the Knicks. I want to get to some that have been waiting, including Gilberto on the truck on ESPN New York. Gilberto, what's up, baby?
What's up, my guys? Yo, it's amazing how the Knicks win has put ripple effects in like every NBA team. I noticed that the main narrative for the second round, even some of the first round, was getting bodyguards to be put on their teams to protect their star players, which is a good concept because a lot of those guys that were muscle and don't have a good jump shot or only dunkers or good defenders weren't number one draft picks. A lot of those guys were projected to go in the second round. Even the guy that we got a new OG. Don't ask me to pronounce his name. I don't know. I believe he's from Nigeria. I believe he's a true 7-footer. Okay? Somebody else drafted him, and they traded him to the Knicks last night. So we're looking good.
The Knicks got the guard Kale from Germany. And then they also got Tyler Nickel, who was the shooter from Vancouver. But that was all the Knicks got last night. They traded away their other picks. They traded away Bruce Thornton. So that's what they got. Anyway, point being, if he's making the comment that it's amazing how teams are now adapting to the Knicks, well, this happens every year.
Yeah,
with the champions, right? I mean, everybody has to look at what they have to do to get better and to protect their superstar player better.
Yeah, but you got, it looks like everybody in the West is gearing up to face the Twin Towers. Everybody except everybody except for Minnesota, because they got rid of a big and Naz Reid who can shoot, stretch, play great defense, and they opted to go get LaMelo Ball, somebody that can take some of the pressure so you can't double Ant-Man anymore.
So on that note, earlier today, in case you missed it, the Hornets did trade LaMelo to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves movement in their futures, okay? In other words, the wager on the Timberwolves right now, Timberwolves went from plus 3,000, from 30-1 to win the championship, to 22-1. That's a pretty sizable move.
Yeah, you can't depend on that though. Like I guess because that gives them another superstar. Because really, Naz Reid wasn't a superstar. No. Julius Randle wasn't a guy that can. You replace Julius Randle's points with LaMelo, but also they got somebody else too, Josh Green, right? I believe they got Josh Green. I don't know much about Josh Green, and LaMelo. I think they still can make some small moves, right? I mean, I don't know if they're in the second apron. I think I heard one of them are in the separate second apron. I would assume that wasn't Charlotte. They were talking about the Timberwolves being in the second apron because Rudy Gobert makes a big amount, and you can't even move Rudy Gobert. Nobody else would take Rudy Gobert, but Minnesota's kind of stuck with him. That's why all the stars around him has been moved because they had just paid Naz Reid. Naz Reid's a fine basketball player. But he's going to go to Charlotte and be able to bring some nasty, bring a big man, but also be able to bring some more shooting because Connect, I think he beat not Connect,
Knipple.
Knipple right. broke Steph Curry's record for most threes as a rookie. Like, so they're building something there, and I feel like they probably believe that it was time to cash in the LaMelo chip because that was the first time he played 72 games. That's the first time they've played that, and they did that. He's been hurt more than anybody. I feel for the Ball brothers because when you listen to Lonzo, he talks about him playing in them damn shoes is really what messed him up. He said he would blow out of them all the time, and the injuries came from wearing them shoes early in his career trying to support his dad with the big baller brand. The other thing, I just saw that, well, it's not related. It kind of is related. I just saw that LeVar and his wife are splitting up. Yeah. He spoke about it, yeah. And remember, he lost his leg. He had his leg amputated at the bottom a couple years ago before.
I know. He had real big health problems, right?
Yeah.
So there was that. But then there's also the thing I wanted to point out was where the Knicks have this ability to stay ahead of everybody else is not necessarily in they have to keep every single last piece. It's that these guys are all still in their prime, and you don't really have to make much of an adjustment other than potentially replacing Mitch or Shamet. But I don't think that that's going to be the ultimate biggest difference between winning a championship and not.
I mean, defending a championship is tough to do, right? Because you you go from being the hunters.
Listen, we haven't had the same champ in 8 straight years.
Right. So like assuming that the same team can have the same result is different because the level of intensity to get to those playoffs is going to be harder because teams are going to be coming for you. And the Knicks were very fortunate the last couple of years not really to sustain any major injuries outside of the hamstring of OG. Early on in the postseason. Like, OG has been a guy that typically hasn't stayed healthy, and, he stayed healthy this year for the most part. So,
one other thing I wanted to mention to you, and it's going to bum you out a little bit, sorry. Kobe White staying in Charlotte.
Yeah, once LaMelo left, Kobe White is exciting. He doesn't make that much money, but that's fine because if we get Kyrie, if we get Norm Powell or Zach LaVine, who's going to give somebody that can create for themselves. Zach LaVine is still an old-school high-riser. I don't know if he brings a defensive intensity like the Pistons have, but neither did Duncan Robinson. So, I mean, we have a couple moves that we still can make. And it's going to be interesting to see what big fish we got because we talk about the Nets and how much money they got. We got more than them now.
Black Kev is on the island. Kev, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing? Orange and blue skies always, man.
What about red? What about red and blue?
Hey. Nah, orange and blue, dog. Orange and blue. Don't front. This is going to be all year. I got a question for you guys. Yes, I'm trying to speed this up. Yesterday, Michael K got on there and he was talking about the whole Becky Hammond. I'm a petty Knicks fan also. I hold my receipts long. He said something again about Becky Hammond not needing to offer an apology. And I want to ask you a question about something. She's doubled down on that whole thing, saying that she doesn't feel that she should have to do that because it was just an opinion that she made. But I think the issue that they had with Becky Hammond was how she came across. It was disrespectful, and it was real like, you know, I don't think that I don't think you're big enough for this. You're just too small. And that was what Perk asked her. If they have a 1A, she said, no, he's too small. Let me ask you a question. Suppose JB, if he had it in him, were to go back at her and say, you know what? Why should I listen to your opinion or whatever? You just a woman. You're just a woman. You ain't, you never coached NBA men other than assistant and in the summer league. And you never, you don't know what you're talking about because you never coached $1 million men. So why should I listen to you? If he had come across something like that,
nobody's telling me he has to listen to him.
Not his line, right? That's why you have people like Josh Hart on your team, because they play that role. Like Brunson has a brand, and when he went to the parade, he was very classy. He said they don't even deserve a response. And usually when somebody say that, they'll say a response, but he didn't even go down that rabbit hole. Now I don't know if it's because he was on a malt liquor, he forgot what this word he wanted to use. But he kept it classy, man. And that's who he is, and he should remain that way. We know he could, but he don't have to say it. That's the thing. You don't have to respond because they know that they know that you're wrong.
So the Onyeso kid, did the Onyeso kid end up with the Knicks? He got traded. He got traded through the. I didn't think he ended up with the Knicks at the end. I thought he ended up in Detroit.
Bart will like this. He's a Piston.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Two or three people
you
are telling me
kid from Stanford?
he was traded to the Knicks. No, he's traded through the Knicks to the Pistons.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Signed your own death warrant.
Don't come at me.
Signed your own death warrant.
The thing on Becky. Why does she owe anybody an apology?
Yeah, that was what, 3 years ago?
Anybody that is – so everybody who's wrong with their opinion is supposed to apologize. She admitted she was wrong.
And it was a fact. Up until that point, the last person who had won one was Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's hear
Steph Curry, 6'3".
We've got some from Becky. Let's hear what she said recently.
I was wrong. My opinion was wrong.
What was that?
That sounds sadistic, like seductive.
Tom, what was that?
That was Becky Hammond admitting that Jalen Brunson's not. She was wrong about Brunson.
Oh, she was obviously doing it.
Did she say that when she was tied up or something? Was she a hostage?
Listen, I wouldn't be able to tell you that. That's what we had in the system from the other day.
Yeah. See, this is Tom, just being Tom, being this. Dear God,
I was wrong.
Anybody has an opinion and they're wrong.
I was wrong.
I was wrong. I'll apologize. I was wrong. No.
Sound a bit creepy.
I was wrong. Okay. You should feel good. You proved me wrong, but it's not like that should have been the lone motivation for it. And Becky, by the way, did have some credentials to have an opinion like that.
Yeah, she's a
two-time
winning coach. If what's the old girl in South Carolina, Witherspoon?
Dawn Staley.
Yeah, if Dawn Staley would have said it, they would have took it.
But why is that different from any other opinion that anybody else has had who said the exact same thing about Jalen? She was far from the only one.
They weren't wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. This July 16th through the 19th, the biggest weekend in sports takes over New York City, and Fanatics Fest NYC puts you at the center of it all. The world's #1 sports fan festival returns to the Javits Center with 500-plus athletes, celebrities, and sports legends all under one roof. Get closer than ever with autographs, photo ops, live panels, podcasts, exclusive merch drops, the tailgate zone, rare collectibles, and nonstop action across every major league. Enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets in the ESPN New York app. Find the contest tile to submit your entry. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Who is positioning themselves so far the best right now to challenge the Knicks? Get more into it next on ESPN New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
It would take me all day to recount the times that the Mets flat out disappointed you, where the expectations were through the roof and they just sucked. But to their credit, give them no expectations. Oh, that's when they come out of the woodwork. It is amazing to me that they disappoint more than anybody else, and this year included.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
The World's Game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payouts so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pregame, straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the World's Game. Don't miss your shot at an early win with 2-up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals, regardless of the final outcome of the match. Make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
Hey, it's Michael K. I love when I get to talk about PC Richard & Son. This has been my go-to store for years now. They're local, they're family-owned, and they truly care about their customers. And you know how I love to support our local businesses. Always have, and you should too. During their July 4th sale, save big on appliances from all the top brands, up to 40% off. In fact, the more you buy, the more you save, with up to 20% in additional savings on select appliances. So do what I do and get to PC Richard & Son today.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Friends, it's been a while, but in just a moment, we have the return. We have the return. Soccer fans, though, join Bart and myself today. We have got a watch party that is presented by Radaburger Pilsner. Watch the match between Germany and Ecuador at the Hoboken Biergarten in Hoboken, New Jersey, starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Radaburger, and join the energy with ESPN New York. They also have $9 handhelds, which appear to be brats on pretzel buns. Oh, baby.
Carlin's Corner?
Well, it's Bart and Carlin live at the Hoboken Biergarten today. It's brought to you by Radaburger Pilsner. And it's interesting that you say that because guess what? We're back.
Back, Jack.
I had some bacon.
Chris Carlin likes food.
I don't like food. I love it.
Chris Carlin has opinions on food.
You call yourselves the Burger King. You're a disgrace.
It's Carlin's Corner Table.
I never had the hot dog meat until now.
It's been a while. We took a respite because we were all so locked up in Knicks fever, right? But Bart, we're back. We're back.
Back, Jack. Like we never left, we back.
We back. Bart, tell me about the cronut in the history of delicacies in the pastry milieu.
It was a phenomenon. It was bigger than Jeremy Lin around this thing in New York, man. You had people lining up for days, and it was back in the day when you couldn't pay somebody to stand in line for you. You had to get out there, come one, come all, and when they was out, they was out. Cronut was historic.
Agreed. And, of course, there are always going to be people who are trying to come up with the next cronut.
Yes.
The next big thing. But as it turns out, the cronut was the next Duffin. What?
Duffin.
Say what? The Duffin. The donut and muffin combination. Bart, I take you to Summit, New Jersey. Brownie Points Bakery. That's a hell of a name.
I'm in that hood, though, all the time.
Brownie Points Bakery. 3 Beechwood Road in Summit. Bart, it's right across the street from the Summit train station. So you could literally hop on the train in New Jersey Transit, get off, get your Duffin, get back on a train, go back to New York. Bang, bang, boom. What is the Duffin? It is the combination of the donut and the muffin. And you might think, like, well, what's the point here? Like, a donut and a muffin, probably very similar. And you're not wrong to think that. But does it make it any less delicious?
Not at all.
Bart, they have 5 different kinds of Duffins that are in the constant rotation. And then they have seasonal, weekly specials, all those kinds of things.
The pumpkin spice Duffin, spice and Duffin.
Right. Exactly. In the fall, I'm sure there is a pumpkin spice Duffin, right? But the 5 that are of the regular rotation, cinnamon sugar, raspberry jam, coffee cake, chocolate, lemon. The Duffin looks like a muffin, but it doesn't have like on the bottom, but it doesn't have like a big change on the top where like there's this massive muffin top.
Ah, okay.
Okay, it's a little bit more slender, a little bit more understated, if you will. But the idea is it has the consistency of a donut mixed in with a muffin. Now, I love a muffin. I thoroughly enjoy a muffin. You give me a chocolate chip muffin, I'm going to be a happy camper. So in this case, I went to Brownie Points Bakery in Summit, and I opted to try 3 of the Duffins. The cinnamon sugar, the coffee cake, and the chocolate. Okay? The chocolate has like imagine going to a Dunkin' Donuts or someplace like that and getting the chocolate glazed. It's got the glaze on top of the chocolate.
Gotcha.
Outstanding. Really, really good. Now, the texture is similar to a muffin and similar to a donut in that it is a combination of the two. I would put it more toward, like, if you're going to look at this thing, you'd probably look at it and say, well, this is a muffin. No, but this is a more cakey muffin. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Cakey, not as grainy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactamundo, Chachi.
A little bit more moist.
That's right. A little bit more moisture to
phrasing.
it. You're picking up what I'm putting down right now, and I like it.
I'm trying to put the directions in to go get me one.
Mm-hmm. Then there's the cinnamon sugar. Excellent. Like, I don't know how you feel about a normal kind of sugar donut, not powdered sugar, but like actual regular sugar on the outside of the donut. The cinnamon sugar, excellent. The coffee cake donut, excellent. I'm a big coffee cake guy.
Now, did you get the coffee to dip in it, or is this
did not
coffee
this
cake?
Perhaps
in?
A mistake on my part. I would have 2 knocks on the entire situation of the Duffin. Number 1, the cinnamon sugar and the coffee cake, very similar. Very similar. There's not a big enough difference in the two that you should be really making any kind of a differentiation between them. I would sign for one or the other. I don't need both of them on the menu. And then number 2, it is definitely a situation where you are going to be cleaning yourself up afterward. If you're eating in the car, like in this instance I was, there are going to be crumbs everywhere. And there's just nothing you can do about it. It doesn't mean that it's dry. It just means there are going to be crumbs. So this is me cleaning off my shirt in the video that you will see later on. You see me doing it right now on YouTube. I'm cleaning off the shirt, and I'm just trying to knock it all over the place. And then the next thing you know, I look down, and the floor mats have it everywhere, right? So not ideal in that sense. They are $4.75 each. You might think, a little steep.
That sounds cheap.
It's not, Bart, I would say it's not steep. It gives you more sustenance than a donut and a muffin. Like, that is an ideal size dessert. You know what I mean?
And it's original.
Yes. And here's the thing about the Duffin. I said earlier that people were looking to, beat the Cronut, have the next Cronut. The Duffin at Brownie Points is 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
I've never heard of it until I started to see it on social media, and I went over there, and I don't live, 100 miles away from there, and I tried it, and I'm like, how did I not know about this?
What do you always say? That Sean Payton is Mike McCarthy with better marketing?
Exactly.
Well,
the Cronut is better than the Duffin with the marketing. We're looking to change that.
Yeah.
So this is what I would say to you.
Maybe we should
4.5 star, 4.5 Carlins.
4.5 Carlins?
4.5 Carlins.
Now, if they had one more flavor, would it be more than 4.5?
Well, they do have the weekly and seasonal specials, so I haven't tried any of those yet. Now, if they had lemon, like I didn't try lemon.
See, I think the lemon would be amazing.
It probably is. I'm not anti-lemon. I'm not pro-lemon. In retrospect, I wish that I had tried the lemon instead of the cinnamon sugar because the cinnamon sugar was as similar to the coffee cake as it was. But raspberry jam, again, that's not my jam per se.
Is it like a jelly donut?
It kind of looked like it, and I'm not anti-jelly donut, just not my thing, So I go 4.5 Carlins. I would trust them with whatever their weekly specials are. It's a very small place. It is right in downtown Summit, New Jersey, as I said. It is across the street from the Summit train station, 3 Beechwood Road in Summit, New Jersey. Brownie Points Bakery. Go check it out. And a video for Carlin's Corner Table, as it makes its return post-Knicks championship, will be out later today.
Now, when you were filming yourself, were you watching yourself and like, man, that's a lot of sugar on me. Let me get it off.
In fact, yes.
Gotcha.
And at the end of the video is me doing this,
playing the bongos.
Yeah, throw it right on your floor mats.
Yes, absolutely. I wish, in retrospect, I had not done this one in the car.
You know what you got to do? You for a lot of these food influencers, you got to get the car. You got to get like the tabletop thing. You know what I mean? That you put it on. You put the table over your lap.
In the car?
Yeah, they got like the little bed.
I know those things. But that just looks like, you know what that is? That's something that my algorithm on Instagram would point out to me. Well, you're a fat guy and you like to eat. Why don't we get you a table for the car?
But you know what's funny? Now that you said it, your phone has picked it up and you're going to start getting advertisement for that.
Oh, there's no question. Now, there's no doubt. That's exactly what's going to happen.
They're always listening, man.
That's exactly what's going to happen, because I was pointing out to somebody one of the microphones that I use for Carlin's Corner Table, and I was telling them about it and where they could buy it. And now that thing is showing up every 5 seconds on my Instagram and on my TikTok. It's unbelievable. That'll be up later today, and I look forward to that. But hopefully, you get a chance to go check it out. Brownie Points Bakery. I know, are always around Summit. I think you would enjoy this. You know what it is? It's a perfect small dessert. Like, you have a night, I'd like to have a treat. This is what that is. Like, if you went and picked that up during the day,
I deserve
$4.75, I think that would really get the job done for you.
I deserve it.
Can we have some applause for the return of Carlin's Corner Table?
Yes.
Come on.
We might. Listen, people been out here in these streets unguided, not knowing where to go, not knowing what to try. They just been stuck, man.
Yeah, it's amazing. The silence has been deafening. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game, because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. So if you're looking to get in on the biggest tournament in the world, now is your time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Hey, New York, are you okay to drive? Did you know that driving under the influence isn't just limited to drinking alcohol? Cannabis, prescription drugs, and street drugs can all impair your ability to think and react behind the wheel. Drugs alone or combined with alcohol can cause poor coordination and lack of focus. Don't put your life on the line or take someone else's away. Cabs, rideshare, or public transportation are at your fingertips. The New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee is reminding you to make a safe choice. Always drive sober.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law. And you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering buy one, get one 50% off and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2026.
Soccer fans, join Bart and Carlin today for a watch party presented by Rataburger Pilsner. Watch the match between Germany and Ecuador at the Hoboken Biergarten in Hoboken, New Jersey, starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy Pilsner perfection since 1872 from the first German Pilsner. Come out, grab a cold Rataburger, and join the energy with ESPN New York. That's Bart and Carlin live at the Hoboken Biergarten today. Brought to you by Rataburger Pilsner. I tell you what, I am checking out the menu for the Hoboken Biergarten later today. You boys got to be careful. This is gonna be a little dicey because this is I see some good things.
We should
some good things.
Yeah. We should have a wing eating contest. The Fool's Comp, right?
I don't know if they have wings. They've got pretzels everywhere, man.
It's Fool's Comp.
Bratwursts everywhere. They got burgers. This is looking good.
What's your favorite type of bratwurst?
Huh?
Do they have those like real light white looking ones?
Phrasing?
No, like regular ones.
But you know what I'm saying? Like they have like the turkey ones. They have like ones with different type of meats in it.
It says pork, so I think that's probably what we're going with. I just sent you the directions to get there, by the way. I want to keep an eye on that later today, Cowboy. 4 o'clock start. And,
it won't take me no time.
Don't forget, the game is at the game that we're sitting down and watching, Germany and Ecuador, is at MetLife Stadium, and we're going to Hoboken, so you know.
I'll be there in 15 minutes.
A couple of comments here on the ESPN New York chat. People chiming in on the Duffin. Bucky Smocky, Cronut was more hype than actually being good. Actual top-notch croissant or donut, way better than a cronut. Your thoughts?
I never got the cronut.
Neither did I.
I never was going to stand in that line.
You spoke like you had it. I apologize. I thought you had it.
No, I watched somebody. You know, I've seen people that went and got it. I forgot when we were at the fan, somebody went in and stood in line and got it, and was like, no, I'm not really a sweets guy like that. Pastry type of guy.
Another guy says muffins are usually so mid, though. Can't remember the last time I got an exceptional one. I wouldn't call muffins mid. I wouldn't say that they're usually. I can't remember the last time I had an unbelievable muffin. I like a good muffin. This thing is better than a muffin. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
And then people saying should have gone with the raspberry jam or the lemon tart. Yeah, listen.
Lemon tart, do they have lemon custard in it?
I don't believe so. I think it was just lemon, like a lemon cake kind of thing.
It's nothing like a lemon cake.
Yeah. Listen. Everybody just calm down, all right? I do me. That's what I'm going to do, so to speak.
I do me, you do you.
Hit the alarm. You know who's in the building.
It's been a minute, man. Is it?
Richard in Manhattan, how did we not hear from you more during the Knicks championship run?
I'm sorry, Chris. But 2 weeks ago, I couldn't disagree with you more. You said that Thibodeau could have got the job done. I don't think anyone could have did what Mike Brown. He was the perfect guy.
What did he do?
At the perfect time. He didn't have to do anything. He got it done. The result is all that matters, Bart. That's all. He got it done. The players loved him. The subs were empowered. The assistant coaches became more. Whatever he did it.
But Richard, the subs were present.
Yeah.
Like those same subs.
It doesn't matter. He got it done. He got the job done. Thibodeau was great, but he couldn't have gotten it done.
So we knew for a fact that Thibodeau couldn't get it done.
We don't know anything. This is just my opinion.
That's my point.
Opinion, the coach is super. Okay, all right, that's fine. The Yankees are playing better ball without Judge than they are with Judge.
They should trade him. They should trade him.
No, I don't know. And Boone was masterful yesterday. He put his 4 best hitters up at 1, 2, 3, 4, and they got all the hits. That was great. He took out the relief pitchers when they had to come out. It looks like Bednar may become an all-star. Look, the Yankees right now only have 3 all-stars: Bellinger, Schlittler, and the first baseman, Rice. If they got the best record
Judge is going to get voted in because he's Judge?
Well, Judge won't play. Judge won't be in. No. We can't count Judge.
Well,
so we got 3 guys.
Just talk about actually playing in the game. That's fine, but yeah.
All right, we got 3 guys in so far.
Let me throw in another guy.
Goldschmidt may get in. And Chris, Goldschmidt and Rice will become the first 2 first basemen from one team to play in an All-Star game together. That'd be great.
I don't know if it'll happen, let's recall, because of kind of what you said there. They've both been first basemen, but I could see a possibility of Goldschmidt actually making it when his OPS is over 900 right now. The guy's had a tremendous season for them. You absolutely could see it.
Then you can make your case for Hall of Fame.
I'm not going to be making that case. I mean, it's going to be an annoying discussion when it comes up. But I personally,
he's a brand name. He's a brand name, man.
He is a brand name, and he had dominant years in his career. That's where the discussion is going to come from. But he's going to. I don't know if he's got 400 home runs yet. I don't think he does. Let me take a look real quick. I think he's like around 390. Huh?
386.
386, and RBIs, which is not as big of a deal anymore, has got to be north of 1,200, I would think. A number that used to get you in definitively was 1,500. Runs, 386, and RBI career 1,271. Yeah, I mean, he's going to end up being in that discussion. And he has won an MVP. Finished second in the MVP once, too. It's crazy, but he's going to be there. He's definitely going to be in that discussion at the end of it all. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Listen, when it ultimately comes down to it here, in the next few weeks, and I'm going to allow you no, I'm not going to say I'm going to allow you. That's not the right way to put it.
All right, Skip. Yeah,
exactly. I didn't.
All right, Skip.
I didn't mean it like that. Who is going to be best positioned to take the Knicks out next year?
I think it's the Pistons because they have the flexibility in the financial. They have all their draft picks, control all their draft picks, and they got $35 to $40 million of salary cap space. Like I said before, the Pistons they have a window before they have to address the Azure Thompson extension and the Jalen Duren's extension. They can kick that can down the road. So they have the ability to be able to go out and get their OG Anunoby. They got a chance to go get their cat, Karl-Anthony Towns. But they could just bribe settle on a hired gun, a Kawhi Leonard Toronto Raptors type of thing, right? Because Kawhi may not want to do an extension with them, but he can't really control if they trade him, right? They trade him. He has 1 year left on his deal.
Think about Kawhi, though, going there and potentially winning the championship with 3 different teams.
That puts him in rarefied air. That's what we thought. We thought when he went to the Clippers, we thought that he was going to go with Durant, but he told him he didn't want Durant, remember?
Yeah, I mean.
And he went for Paul George, which was like, what the hell are we doing? And go ahead and trade that Shea Gilly guy. Yeah, and we don't need him.
There's also reports out there. I mean, Wendy is also saying, they could call LeBron James if they wanted to.
Yeah, LeBron could go back to the Eastern Conference, and
Would
you talk
LeBron
about
really go to Detroit up against Cleveland?
I mean,
like Cleveland and Detroit hate each other, right?
Not really. It's not the hate
there's
that.
not
It's
a
just
big
really
thing.
Chicago. It used to be the old beef. Used to be Chicago and Detroit, but I would say Detroit and Boston.
Cities in general.
Nah, a lot of people remember that because Toronto, like Toledo, like borders. A lot of people live in Detroit and work in Toledo at the Chrysler plant, and a lot of people in turn live in Toledo or live in Ohio and work in Detroit and Michigan because they border each other. Right. And we vacation at Cedar Point, and they come up for us for our casinos.
Okay. I just I probably based it a little too much on the Pistons.
Michigan, Ohio State.
On the and Michigan, Ohio State, and also on the Cavs owners so desperately wanting to beat the Pistons.
But where's he from?
He's from Detroit.
Right. So
yeah,
he hate Ohio so much that he made it a extension of Michigan.
All right. So here's the deal: Bart, myself, Hoboken Biergarten this afternoon, 4 p.m. Germany and Ecuador. We are going to be there. We expect to see you there to hang out with us. Looking forward to it. The Michael K. Show is next. ESPN New York.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Wherever